Hey everyone, Oldwolf's here.
How you doing?
I'm waiting for everybody to hop on. They're supposed to want to hop on. If they don't hop on, you're going to see a bald-headed guy with a beard with some glasses.
Yeah, I have a job. I provide.
Did Terry just pay $10 to see me dance?
Yeah. I have a job.
How you doing?
When you see the train wreck, it's just me, right?
Yeah.
It's just the way I do it.
How you doing?
You realize my wife's gonna disown me, right?
See ya. Hold on. See ya. How you doing? It's that time again. Time again for the train wreck. Every Thursday night, almost every Thursday night at 7:00 p.m. Eastern time. So, how you doing? This person here, you just see it off screen. That's Mrs. Oldwolf. She's over. See, see. Oh, you can bring your hand over more.
I'm fine.
Okay. So yeah, she's doing something over there. So she likes to talk to the screen. So every once in a while, you're gonna hear something. Justice Comics, how you doing? How you doing? There she goes.
Not my fault.
So I'm happy. You know, if you're watching on the rewind, thank you very much for watching. But if you're here in the live chat, thank you very much. How you doing? That's the saying. Everybody's got to say how you doing. Lucretius, how you doing? He's always here. He's here a half hour ago. So again, almost every Thursday. Oh, there he is. Oh, Lucretius says hi to you.
Hi.
But at least show your face. That's kind of rude. But there you go. There you go. Oh, I'm trying to kill off this soldier here.
Oh, for God's sake.
Yeah, I'm you know, I like my whiskeys, but just for generally just pound them back and forth. I like a nice Crown Royal.
Pounding them?
Pounding them back and forth. Yeah, pounding them.
Oh,
How am I doing? Question is, how you doing? I'm doing fine. Can't complain. I mean, nobody cares anyways, so can't complain.
I can't.
She cares. She says she cares.
Shut up, Tony.
She's gonna hit me.
Not on TV.
Not on TV. Oh, see, thank you guys for saving my life. Oh, who's tagging in here? Something stupid. Yep, Hip Comics. Yep. But I gotta keep it on because I gotta do the bling, right? I picked up my books. Not too many because how you doing, Brazilla? I hope I said that right. Brabizzle. Bedazzle. How do you say that?
Fridazzle.
Bradazzle. There you go.
Bradazzle?
Bradazzle. Yeah, there you go. Get close enough. My place only. Oh, that's not even a real one. My place only got DC this week. They're going to get more tomorrow. Red Reverse, how you doing? How you doing? So we'll probably have more next week, but that's why this is going to be short on this side. And then we'll do the hangout type of thing, and then I'll put my my doohickey in the chat and see if anybody wants to hop on. Okay, let's go over them. Like I said, majority of this is DC. There's one that isn't DC. It's a leftover from oh, very cool. Justin, hey, look. Over here and oh no, over here. And no, I'm moving the wrong one. Okay, so hold on. That one and that one. Those are your fathers right there. I found them and I said I'm going to put them out. So there you go. See this one and that one. Okay. So how you doing, Justin? Are you drinking anything today? Are you doing any sipping? If you want to hop on after I show my books, I'll put the link in. But they are awesome. He's an awesome guy. You tell him that. Blogs, how you doing? At work. I'm glad you're working. Get off that goddamn couch that you're always sitting on. I'm glad you're getting some air. Okay. I didn't start. Oh. Well, hurry up. What are you waiting for? It's 7 o'clock. Come on. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. It's 5 o'clock 2 hours ago. So it's 5 o'clock. Not in California, mountain time, right? Not central. It's mountain time. It's the Rockies, some places. It's 5 o'clock. Oh, you got a Kool-Aid. She's got a Kool-Aid shirt. That's cool.
Cool.
Oh, she don't care. I care. Okay, first one. Ultimate Wolverine. Everybody's picking this up. Everybody's loving it. I haven't read it yet, of course, but this I didn't think about picking it up when I was at the LCS. So I contacted Jeff at Time Capsules in Seacock, Mass. Hey, drink some electric lights. I don't care. As long as you're sipping. I should drink a lot more of those. That made no sense. I should drink a lot more of those Gatorades and all that stuff. I could use them. But I'll tell you my secret of getting electrolytes after this. Okay, so Perry, so stop hogging the show. Okay, Jesus. Okay, so since everybody was talking about it, since everybody was saying it's a great book, I called up. He still had one on the shelf. I picked it up. It's no screen. Oh, okay, hold on. It's gonna make the sound. I'm not happy if it doesn't. Come on, you. Are you kidding? There you go. Simon, how you doing? Look, everybody does it. Look, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? See, they know me.
Oh. Oh, thank you, Simon, for the cookies.
It's wrong, Simon.
Oh, I tried.
This is Mad Spidey.
Okay, well.
There's a lot of people in Australia named Simon. It's like John here. You know what I'm saying? She apologizes, Simon. I'm sorry, Simon. Look at Green Arrow. Okay, so this is the third book from when they changed over, and it just like I didn't understand it, and so I'm just going with it as 2 books ago it was number 1. So if I was your wife, I would side louder than that. Aggressively, how you doing? It's pretty basic. Oh, is it? Well, Mad Spidey goes, I'm the original Simon and the better one.
Okay, I'm not getting in the middle of that one.
Oh, he's not going to get in the middle of it. Okay. So I enjoyed the first 2. I'm looking at this. I don't know if they changed artists from the last 2, but I'm not loving the art in this when I was flipping through it. But this is the 3rd book of the Freshwater Kills, Freshwater Kills Part 3, to be continued. So we'll see how it goes. If I don't know if it's my eyes or what. There you go. Put that there. Put that there. Next one is also number 3, Justice League Unlimited. If you want to know what's happening on the Watchtower, if you want to know, it's the Justice League is now everybody. Everybody makes a team, and every person, hero that fits a certain job, they all go out together to make a team. The first 2 have been pretty good. Airwave is like a mole inside of the Justice League. He doesn't want to be there, and there's no real backstory on why he's there. So I'm hoping this clears it up. Okay, who calls it a chicken burger? My wife doesn't call it a chicken burger. You call it chicken sandwich, a chicken burger if it's between buns.
No, it's a chicken sandwich.
See, it's a chicken sandwich. I call a fish burger when it's a fish patty in between two burger,
Yeah, but that's
burger.
weird.
That's because I'm a greenhorn. And
Well, you're not a true greenhorn.
no, my parents are true greenhorns. I was brought up to be a
Your
greenhorn.
wife is a true.
So what greenhorn would say, a cheeseburger and the black soda means Coke, right? So you get a cola, it's called a black soda. I call a fish burger like a fillet of fish is a fish burger. Yeah, yeah. See, a fish burger, but a chicken sandwich,
It's
man.
not
Just because it's behind
It's not a chicken burger. It's a chicken
it's
sandwich.
a chicken sandwich, of course. So hopefully, I'm still gonna pick this up. I'm enjoying it. We'll give it a run.
Are you really enjoying it?
Yes, I am actually really enjoying it. Thank you for asking.
You're welcome.
That's like the first time you ever asked me if I really like a book I'm reading.
You don't read.
Yeah, I'm so behind on my reading. It's not even funny. That's why I don't show you what I read last week because I'm still reading them. Kevin, so your last came on. It was awesome. All right, next one. Absolute. Yeah, it is absolute. I'm thinking of like the booze absolute. Absolute Wonder Woman. Okay, this has been a pretty good read. Last week's Batman. There was when Absolute Batman came. That was a better one than the one before it. Oh, no problem. Still only 35 cents. How you doing? Okay, back to Drink and Choice. This is always my go-to. It's not expensive. I like it. People cry that it's not really whiskey because it's blended. But I enjoyed it. He's also from Australia.
Okay, I'm a little scared.
Okay, she's scared. She's leaving now too. Thanks, 35. She's leaving now. Thank you. It's not. I'm not blaming you. Okay. See, this is why I need somebody to do this. Only fruit should go on. No, wait a minute. Hold on. You can't say that. A nice ham and pineapple pineapple with bacon on it on a pizza is awesome. Tony always got booze on his. Yes, I do. Bye.
Bye.
Say bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Okay, there you go. Daymers. Howdy, sir. I bought McDonald's Pokemon Happy Meal. Yeah, and did you get a good one? Yeah. Did it cost you $8 for a Happy Meal? I mean, what the hell? You might as well get the kid a full size value meal and put half of it in the refrigerator for the kid. Anyways, this is a great read. It's like $8-9 for a Happy Meal. That doesn't make you happy. It made you happy because the parents could buy something cheap and shove it in the kid's face because he wouldn't shut up. That's what's a Happy Meal. It wasn't making the kids happy. It was making the parents happy. Wonder Woman, I picked up for the cover. It's merely a cover buy it. Though I do have enough of these. I could pick up the ones I've missed and actually read the story. Seriously. Fry holder is tiny. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. What? Is that how much you paid in California for a Happy Meal? I'm not going to read this one, so let me just do that. All right. And last but not least is also a cover buy, only because I'm really enjoying these pulpish looking covers. I paid because I don't. Oh, DoorDash. Oh, gotcha. I got you paid for it. Okay. That really did not make you happy. So again, I'm picking these up because of these old pulpish cover-looking covers. Again, I'm not reading it, and I'm not enjoying the art right now that I'm looking into it. You enjoy that? That you enjoying that art? I don't know. Okay. So while I do this. If you guys want to hop on, hop on. I mean, the whole show was just 15 minutes, and I'm going live. That's kind of rude. There you go. Again, I'm only picking. I mean, I like that one too. I like that one too. But again, I'm only picking this up for the pulp cover. That's basically what I'm doing for. Hold on, Retro. I got two hands, and they're old hands. There you go. Hold on. All right. Boom. Put that in the trash. Are you ready? There you go.
What's up? How you doing?
I'm doing okay. I'm always doing okay.
I got some stuff to show about it. Do I have to wait for more people to come out this show? Are we good?
Oh, okay. You don't want to do it now?
I know we can do it now. I just want to ask if it was okay. I got 2 Splinter Cell games that came in recently, and both I haven't shown you on your channel. I have Splinter Cell Pandora Tomorrow that did not work on my computer, but I found out I could have made it work if it had the key code manual, the installation code on the manual, and there's no manual, so I couldn't do this.
You couldn't get it off the web?
And pirate and possibly give my computer a virus? No, I couldn't find any.
No. So here's the thing, which shows that I am totally novice at this, right? I mean, because my thing was Atari, Yeah, anyways, so not any code would work for that.
I don't think so. No.
I mean, if you like,
it has to be. It's an installation code. Normally, the manual has a installation key on it. So
there was no. It's not like if you found like if I got a piece of equipment and I go look at the manual, I can get the manual on a PDF and look through the whole manual, right? And it tells me how to fix it, how to get the parts, the whole 9 yards. So if you found
I know what you're talking about. I haven't tried that yet. I'll try that later. Okay, but for this, now remember, I told you I had something coming on it from Amazon, or I told Marcus, or one of them two. I got the one of the last Splinter Cell games because I found out there's another Splinter Cell game other than this called Splinter Cell Blacklist. And in Splinter Cell Blacklist, you have a partner in the game, like crime fighting partner. And I could not get this to run on my computer first, but I found out there's a way to get an updated version regarding the key code going to Ubisoft Connect and connecting games to there. So I figured that out. So whenever I find the manual situation for this, I will connect that to Ubisoft Connect and get an updated version. So thank you for that.
A PDF for that and see if it works.
Yeah. Justice for Comics. What's going on, brother? How you doing? Oh, give him a minute. Cheers.
I think we can hear you.
Yeah, you guys there?
Yeah,
we can hear you, Justice, buddy. Cheers.
Yeah. I'm drinking a healthy prebiotic soda. My wife's trying to make me.
Oh yeah.
I have seen those, like something similar at an Aldi.
It's 25 calories. Only 6 grams of sugar. It tastes pretty close. It tastes pretty close to. Not really.
Mine it's a ginger beer from Bundaberg. It is 170 calories and 40 grams of sugar plus 40 grams of added sugar.
Yeah,
mine's imported from Canada, and it has absolutely none of that information on it.
Yeah, they don't want you to know.
Yeah, you're drinking whiskey. What you talking about?
Yeah, it's good stuff.
I bought new coffee creamer though.
You bought new coffee?
Coffee creamer.
Creamer.
Have already stocked on coffee grinder because I still have some. But I got the Cinnabon.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Justice, what is your name? I'm sorry.
Oh, Seth. First name Seth.
Seth, how you doing?
Good.
If he's going to say his first name, can I say mine?
Go ahead, say yours.
Zachariel, which in Gaelic that means Zachary. That my name is actually Zachariel, so
Can I call you
Oh,
Zach?
Zach Fisher, it's fine.
There you go.
So
You know, my name's Tony. How you doing?
Tony
Tony, I
Zachary.
got a neighbor named Tony. I forgot to tell you.
Yeah, there's a lot of us around here, but I'm not Italian.
Well, he's not Italian. Yeah, he's from
All right.
an Asian country. So.
Oh, there you go.
His name's Tony.
So Seth, right? So did you pick up any this week?
I got a few things in the mail. Yeah, I got this today. I don't know if you've seen that.
Well, let me pop you up. Hold on.
Yeah. It's yeah, a little bit of glare. Witchblade number 7. This is the 1 in 50 by I think Brett Booth did this.
Very cool.
Yeah, I love it.
I think I've
I was
heard of
kind
Witchblade.
I wasn't a big Witchblade collector back in the day, but the new series I tried out a couple issues. That's pretty good. It's not bad. And that cover was tough to find. I couldn't find it on pre-order. It was sold out everywhere. I found it from a shop in Canada, and thank God the American dollar is doing so much better than the Canadian dollar, because I ended up getting it for under ratio.
Hold on.
Because of the currency exchange that made it better. You know?
Yeah, what is it's like $1.20 for $1, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
This is the McDonald's Happy Meal. We are not, for Oldwolf's sake, I'm going to do this. Oldwolf is not sponsored by McDonald's at all, but I'm going to promote the new Happy Meal that's out there. McDonald's has the Dragon Pokemon card packs at McDonald's in their Happy Meals. If you like Pokemon and you like that stuff, go get it now. Please.
For $89 if you have DoorDash pick it up for you.
No, I actually paid less than that. But
Oh, okay.
like 18, but that's it.
Hey, Chad, how you doing? All right, what else did you pick up, Seth?
Man, I got a lot of books in recently. I got this yesterday.
Let's show.
I got this yesterday. I got a couple copies. The Crane Joker.
Oh yes.
I think it's Batman 16. Yeah, they come with the COAs and all that. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Like,
they sell out fast. Crane does them right off his website, the exclusives, and they sell out quick. Usually within sometimes I can't even get them. I go to cart and go to checkout and they're gone already. It's ridiculous. This one I luckily grabbed in time, but
so basically they sold like hotcakes, she says.
Yeah, I mean the stuff he sells off his website, he keeps it under 200, usually under 200 print run. So they're gone in
I know this is irrelevant, but it kind of is because it's reference to a retro movie. But the coffee cream I bought last time was the Home Alone edition of the Christmas Mocha Coffee Creamer, and I got the last one. So they sold like hotcakes, so I know kind of exactly where you're coming from.
So if you didn't open it, you could sell it on eBay for twice the price.
Really? eBay with a coffee creamer?
If you bought the last one.
Well, I don't know. That's a stretch.
Supply and demand.
There you go. If nobody got
surplus.
Are you guys familiar with that Warhammer that might be coming out next year? Or
I heard about Warhammer, the game. You mean?
Yeah. Well, originally it was originally a game.
I know the game.
Yeah. So Henry Cavill, who played Superman, is going to be producing and starring as in Warhammer.
So there's a Warhammer movie coming out, is what you're saying?
Yeah. I think it's going to be through Netflix.
Sorry.
So all things Warhammer are starting to move. Like the first appearance of Warhammer is like Warhammer Monthly #0. They were all made in the UK. They're all UK comic books.
Justice, I'm about to give you the biggest compliment in the world, buddy, because I see one of your action figures back there, and one that sticks out to me, the Iron Freaky.
Oh, the Iron Giant. Yeah.
Dude, I watched that growing up because I lived in Maine, and I don't know if some of you know this, but the Iron Giant movie takes place in Maine.
I think
Portland, Maine, or so, during the 1950s. So,
really?
Yes, someone had shot me some information in my chat. Like, I was talking about the Iron Giant movie on my chat because I love the movie so much.
So is that a Superman version of the Iron Giant?
Yeah, in the movie, he puts on this scrap metal S, and he was, I think Hogar was referencing to Iron Giant about Superman and all that, and that's why he
If
did
it
that.
takes it off the shelf and it breaks, it's going to be your fault, sir, Zach.
Sorry.
That is cool.
Yeah, I love the Iron Giant. He was such a cool dude.
So this is the shadow variant. They only made, I think, less than 100 of these.
Wait, there were shadow variants?
Yeah. So there's a regular gray color, and then there's a black one. This is the black one. There's only.
I see it now. Yeah.
I took me 2 years to find this, and I paid $1,000 for it.
1,000. Well,
Wow.
money well spent for something as rare as
Well,
that.
now I think the last one I saw on eBay was asking like $3,500 for this.
Oh,
Well, there you go.
So if you're if you're into Iron Giant, this is like the best. This is like the Cadillac of the toys, is to get the
Like Waggy beef, the
Rondo.
Cadillac of beefsteak.
It is nice.
Yeah, or the Mercedes Benz or whatever. Yeah, I looked for this for 2 years. I finally found a guy and the guy was going through a divorce and had to sell all his stuff. That's the only reason I got it. Otherwise, this very rarely comes up for sale. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
I
love it.
That's probably why he was getting a divorce. He had all those little figures, well, not the statues and stuff. If you're, I would have said, "Oh, Gamma, how you doing?" I would have said a tarak, but nobody knows what a tarak is. So I was
It
like,
sounds familiar, but it's not ringing a bell.
a tarak is it'd be like a figure, a tarak, a toy or a figure or a statue.
Okay.
No.
It's one of those words that. It's one of those words that reminds me of an abacus because the way it rolls off the tongue. So.
Yeah. Okay, I'll give it to you.
But speaking of what Justice was just saying about that being a rare thing, somebody on eBay had somehow got, and this is kind of referencing to someone else in the chat that mentioned McDonald's.
Okay.
Somebody was selling one of them Ronald McDonald statues that you would find at Play Place.
The big ones?
Like the one where he's standing next to a bush or something, standing up, waving high. Someone had found one, according to the description. He had found one in the trash because at their McDonald's they had gotten rid of it, because they were discontinuing that sort of thing. And he took it home, and according to it, his wife wanted him to get rid of it, so he was selling it. Guess how much this brother was trying to sell it for?
How much?
$1,002,000.
He's not my brother because that's stupid.
I'm like, you really think any brother or sister is gonna pay that much?
Yeah, there's one for sale there on eBay for $2,500. That's the only one.
Oh, okay.
16-inch, 16-inch in the box. Yeah, they only made 150 of these.
Yeah, but I'll look through it. And I'm assuming the gray one is the gray one you were talking about.
Yes, it's a shadow. Yeah, the black deluxe. It's called the shadow variant. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
one
what's
of my prized
possessions. Yeah.
What's it made out of? Metal or some sort of plastic?
It's like it's plastic. They're made in Japan. They're made in Japan.
So that means they're good, well made. If
they're good quality. Yeah.
So Seth, what else did you pick up?
Well, I just got this too. I was talking about Warhammer. So this is.
Let me get you. I'm over here saying, what'd you pick up? There you go.
Yeah. Let me remove that. Yeah. This is Warhammer. This was a special UK edition, and this came up in the Cover Price Movers and Shakers report last week. So there's another variant of this that I have coming. I think I'll get that in a few more days. But so I'm trying to grab some of these rare like Warhammer books.
Well, either way, the cover looks sick. So.
Yeah, that one's pretty cool, isn't it? Nick Piercy did the cover. Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead. No, you're the host. Go ahead.
Yeah.
So you say these are all UK books, or?
Yeah, they were made in the UK, and this was like a Comic-Con exclusive in the UK. So yeah, it's a little bit more rare, but Yeah, good, cool book. And you can find them on eBay occasionally. You know, sometimes people over there don't know what things are worth, and they'll sell it cheap.
At that point, you're just lucky.
Yeah, well, maybe you get lucky. I get lucky once in a while, not that often.
Well, yeah. How long you been married?
How long have I been married?
Yeah.
That's going on 13 years now.
Yeah. See that? No, go back to your last statement.
Yeah. Correction. Needed to issue a correction. Here's another one I got.
I get
Star
lucky once in a
Wars.
while. Yeah.
Star Wars Defiant.
Star Trek Defiant. Okazaki.
Yeah, I was about to
He's
say.
a famous anime artist.
That is nice.
Takashi Okazaki. And that one is doing well. It's like a $50 book, $40 to $50 book now.
So what do you collect?
I collect a lot of modern stuff. Yeah, like a lot of the new stuff I get. Yeah, I like the new stuff. I got a lot of old stuff too. I mean, I got graded books. I've got
Seth,
I got a lot of X-Men books, a lot of old X-Men books.
Captain, my Captain, how you doing? Have you ever met Captain Comics?
That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
I don't think I met him. He sounds familiar.
Captain, my Captain. Okay.
I've been on YouTube a long time, by the way. I think it's probably like 6 years now, 6, 7 years.
Oh, wait.
I'm buddies with Jim's Comics. You know Jim's Comics? He's kind of famous.
Why haven't we never met up?
Yeah. I've been to MegaCon a few times and met a lot of the Comic Tom and all those guys. Yeah, they've talked to me, and I've known those guys for a long time.
So were you in Mega 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Oh, so was I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tony.
You know, the craziest thing I ever saw at MegaCon was the guy dressed up as one of the Mando characters.
Uh-huh.
This guy had to be 7 foot 5 inches tall. He was a monster, walking through the con in full Mando gear. It was crazy.
It was.
He had to be over 7 feet tall. I never seen anything like it. That was crazy.
I love Mandalorian. My mom got me into that show, even though I don't watch it on Netflix. I watch clips. I love the show. It's a funny show. Well, it's action packed, but there are some funny parts, I will say.
The first 2 seasons were really good. When he removed his helmet, I think that kind of ruined it. They should have never removed his helmet.
Yeah, they're not supposed to remove the helmet though. I mean,
that was a huge mistake by Disney to do that. They should have never removed his helmet. I think that was a massive.
Yeah, I will say, Justice, when I saw the clip of him removing his helmet, I'm like, wait a minute. I know the Creed rule in that series. Isn't that not supposed to happen? Is that practically illegal in their Creed?
They're not supposed to do it at all.
Exactly, practically illegal in their Creed.
I mean, it kind of ruined the show for me a little bit. I mean, I still like the 2 seasons, and that scene with Luke Skywalker coming in and destroying all those robots. I mean, I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, Tony, you're the host. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm the host. If you talk too much, I'll just jump on top of you. That's it. No. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it. Anyway,
Dad, how you doing? See, yeah, I just did it just now too.
You're welcome. James, did anyone else get the feeling that when he took off his helmet, he looked like the actor who played the guy from Last of Us, the series?
Yeah,
it's the same guy.
Same actor? Same actor?
So everybody had the same feeling that he looked like that guy.
Pedro, what's his name? Pedro something.
Pedro, Mr. Fantastic. That's his name.
Yeah, that's right. He's going to be Mr. Fantastic. That's right. He's going to be Mr. Fantastic.
He's going to be Mr. Fantastic?
Yeah.
Oh wow!
No, I think they did a good job casting the Invisible Woman. I think she's perfect for it.
I think so too. Yeah.
Did you hear about who's gonna be Dr. Doom? I'm pretty sure we all have.
Yes, we have.
What are your thoughts? Excuse me. What are your thoughts, guys?
I don't know. Guys, I mean, he's an actor. He's playing another character. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, what the hell?
I'm okay with it. It's gonna shock me when he finally plays the role. It's gonna be something I need to get used to. I'm not against him being the actor for Dr. Doom. I'm just like, oh well, that's a curveball, but I'll be fine with it.
I don't know how they're gonna make it fit. So, but anyway,
exactly.
Seth,
that's my point.
Again for Chad.
Oh, the Iron Giant behind me. Yeah. Again. Yeah, that's the Shadow variant Iron Giant by Mondo. A Mondo figure. It came out. I don't know 5.
But
6
I am gonna get off here, Tony, because I did promise somebody who I don't know if you're in the chat, but I did have him sub to you. But I also evidently also promised him we'd do a stream together, me and him, because him and I haven't chatted all day. So.
Who's this? So we can shout him out.
Oh, well, there are a lot of people with his name similar, but his name is YKB on the YouTube database. I can probably drop his link. Hold on.
Yeah, drop it. If you want to put it in the chat, put it in the chat.
Okay, hold on. I'm looking for him. Give me a sec. Drop his link. Okie doke. Give me a momento.
Oh, there you go. You got both. You got the black. You got the black and white and the color.
Yeah, these are hot books right now.
Yeah, they are.
I got them for like $80 a piece, and that's overpaying because I know they're 1 in 50s.
Yeah.
But
okay, so your wife lets you do that, right? That you tell me your wife of 13 years will let you buy $80 books.
Wow. Yeah, I mean she doesn't exactly know how much I spend, but she has a ballpark in her head. Like I know you're spending $1,000 a month at least on comic books. So
yeah.
She kind of knows. Knows but doesn't know exactly, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you got a saint for a wife, but my wife's a saint. What am I saying? But she would kill me if I did that. She would like really kill me.
Yeah. Yeah, I expect it to end at any moment, right?
The collection or your marriage? The collection or the marriage? Which one?
Yeah, I know. The collection for sure. The collection for sure.
Tony, I tried dropping his link, but apparently I have to be a moderator in order to fully do it. So
all right. So I'll take care of it.
Okay.
I'll
do you see what I posted though?
Yeah, I saw it. I'll take care.
Good.
But by the way, the storyline in Deadly Tales of the Gunslinger is extremely good, and the art is fantastic. It's very, very good. Highly recommend it.
I haven't been picking up any of the Spawns or anything like that for a while, so
I haven't picked up. And the reason I got this too is because McFarlane's returning as the writer on Spawn 360.
Yes, that's why that was a big one.
Yeah,
I got a friend on YouTube with the last name of McFarlane. Small world, I guess.
Well,
he's Irish Canadian. He's Irish Canadian, right? Irish Canadian.
Yeah, I think somewhere around that. I'm actually part Irish, part French Canadian.
Right. So right. So he's not. Okay. Wait a minute. Hold on. He's not Dope Wag King Wakey. What the hell is that?
That's him.
Oh, so he's YKB.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why he's changed his name or something. That's
so
why
he's new. He's new, right?
Yeah, he's new. I had him subdue. That's the same guy.
Okay, I'll put his doohickey in just so he can get some subs. I don't know. Okay, I don't know what he's showing, but there you go.
He's my friend. Well, you can trust him. He's a music and gamer, and he's looking to get into some retro gaming like me. So,
all right.
He's a good panelist, real nice guy, really funny guy. I panel with him, so he's around my age bracket. So,
okay, so I'll put him in.
That's a good rule of thumb. Only spend on comics what you are making by selling comics.
Yeah. I don't sell comics. That's my problem.
That's a zero-sum game, right? Zero-sum game. Yeah, so. I sell comic books once in a while. Like if I see a really good deal on one, and I'll buy an extra. Usually it's an incentive, and then I'll throw it on eBay. And a lot of times I'll get twice what I paid for it. A lot of times, but not always.
I have a question for Tony. Tony, did I show you the Christmas card I got from D-Rock last time?
No, he didn't.
So that means I got it this week. So, a viewer of mine sent me a Christmas card with $30 in it. And he's from Canada, which means he converted the money. It says, Merry Christmas plus Happy New Year Retro. Get some Boston tea on me.
Boston.
It says right there. says, cheers, D-Rock. Now, you know me, brother. I aim to please. So guess what? I bought me some Boston tea.
Did you know?
I bought Boston tea and Bundaberg ginger beer. Two of my
No, you love that ginger beer. You love. You're drinking that ginger beer all the time.
Not all the time, but I do love my Boston tea too. You know, I
Well,
only
I
drink
don't
ginger
know
beer
about
on your
Boston tea.
panel because it seems appropriate. So, you know,
I used to do live streams drinking whiskey, my bourbons and whiskey.
So where's your bourbon and whiskeys now?
I'm trying to cut back. I usually just limit it to the weekends now. You know, I don't know.
Yo, John,
I'm getting too old, man. I can't burn the candle at both ends anymore. That's the
Oh,
problem.
yes, you can.
you look good
at my
though
age,
for your age.
You can. If I can do it at my age, you can do it too. John, hop on.
All right,
It's only like 5 o'clock there.
I'll see you guys later. But it was fun to come up here, dude. Like I said, that is a cool figure. I'm sure you'll take good care of it, knowing.
Go.
Yeah, so.
Yes, sir.
You quitter.
All right, we'll see you.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
And then there was 2.
Yeah.
So yeah, so how long? So you've been doing this for about 6 years, you said?
Maybe longer. I have to look and see on my YouTube channel how long I've been doing it. I've got 800 and some subscribers.
You got more than I do.
Yeah, I should have a lot more. I probably say a lot of things that offend people at times, so I probably would have had a lot more if I had. I didn't fit into the algorithm.
So stop rubbing it in. They have over 800, and I don't have 8. And he's like, "Oh, I got 800." Rub. But
I should have 8,000 at this point.
So what do you say that you feel that's holding you back from 8,000?
I don't know. It's been a lot. I don't think I fit into their algorithm. I used to say a lot of things politically, or I'd make political commentary here and there, stuff that sets me off or whatever.
Right.
And I don't think YouTube likes that. So
yeah, they probably don't.
Yeah, they don't. So I don't. I'm pretty much not showing up in the algorithm, which is okay. I don't do this to get notoriety or anything. But there's a lot of people in the comic book community that know me. They've been around me, especially because of Jim's Comics. He's got like 12,000 subscribers or something like that.
Well, there you go.
So
yeah, all right. So I'm going to get rid of this the other screen. If you get kicked off, circumcision. Get over here. Okay, so scrotum. Oh, I'm sorry. Circumstance is in the chat. I want to get him on.
Yeah.
No, I don't want that. That's the other guy thing. I got to figure out how to get on here. Hold on.
I have to look at my YouTube channel. I haven't viewed my account in a while. Let's see. I started in 2017. I think that's when I started.
I think that's before me. I mean, yeah, I think that's before me.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm one of the early guys. Yeah, in November of 2017 is when I started my channel. Yeah.
How did you end up getting into YouTube? And
I would watch Jim's comics. When I started watching him, he only had a couple thousand subscribers, maybe or less, and he never showed his face. The only time he ever showed his face was on my channel. I had him come on my channel one time with Nick from Key Collector, Nick the Knob, as he calls him. They both came on my channel and we did a live stream.
Sweet.
And that was the only time Jim's Comics ever showed his face. Otherwise, really? He never shows his face.
He still doesn't?
He still does not. No. No. But I chat with him a lot. We're always going back and forth on comics that we're picking up, and sometimes he'll let me know what he's getting before he puts a video out, because a lot of times he'll put a video out and it's like eBay, it's all gone off eBay in about 10 minutes.
Oh yeah.
So
I see. I mean, you showed a couple of stuff that are books to get now, right?
Yeah, newer books. Yeah.
Right. So are you using are you going with the flow? What's hot? What people say you should get?
I'm an art guy. I love great covers. So a lot of times there's certain artists that I collect: Jenny Frizen, E.M. Gist, Sebastian Firamira, I love his art. You know, there's certain artists that I really like to collect. Art Germ, you know,
Yep.
and a lot of what I'll do is I'll pick up the incentive covers of the artists that I really, really like. And, you know, sometimes it works out and, you know, the books go up in value. Sometimes they don't. That's just the way it goes. But I love really good comic art. If you get a great story and inside the book, that's a bonus. A lot of times though, you don't, right? You get kind of like those Harley Quinn books, right? Their
Yeah,
stories are usually,
yeah.
you know,
You feel like the one I bought. It's only fun because I like the pulpish looking cover,
yeah.
and that's what I bought. So I'm spending the $5 or whatever because I'm thinking, oh, it looks pulpish. Which I mean, but that's my thing, and I
Yeah.
picked it up. So yeah,
And you know, like lately, I've been collecting Transformers, the Image Transformers. I collected them like the first couple issues, but I didn't keep with it. And I've gone back and bought them, you know, and I've obviously had to pay more money for them because they've gone up in value.
right.
But I like the stories. I think
Yes.
Johnson's doing a great job on that series, and I like it. So I went back and bought like, you know, 1 through, and I bought all A covers, you know, I like 1 through, I think I bought on 1 through 8. And then I forgot, like, oh yeah, I bought that incentive. I totally forgot I had bought that. I bought the Delato, you know, Delato did a couple covers for Transformers. Yeah, it's been a really good read. So a lot of the independent books have been excellent reads. You know, Marvel here and there has a good read, DC occasionally, but I find I read more of the independents, like Ice Cream Man. I love Ice Cream Man from Image.
Yeah,
I read that every month. You know.
Yeah, I don't pick that one up, but I'm hearing that it's a great read.
Yeah, man, those early issues have blown up. I
Yeah.
got the first issue, and you know, it's like a $400 book now. You know, it's
But
crazy.
yeah, I'm not. I mean, I think I pick up Marvel more for my kids than I do for me. I think I pick up one title,
Yeah,
and and then DC, I pick up a good piece of DC. Like, well, today, I mean, I picked up what, 7 books maybe,
yeah,
all DC. But I enjoy the independents much better. I guess I think because the independents to me aren't pigeonhole. You have to do this, that, and the other thing,
yeah,
right? It can
right.
be anything, and because of
Yeah,
that, I think I gravitate towards more there because I
yeah,
don't need it pigeonholed, you know. And a lot of times
yeah.
it's the same DC and Marvel. It's kind of, I may be wrong, and I never said
Well, you
oh,
notice every few years they have to kind of reinvent themselves. Like
right,
DC had to reinvent themselves using this absolute series, which is basically like Marvel did. It's like the Ultimate Universe, right? They created this absolute universe,
right,
and yeah, it's bringing those titles have been good to collect. I like them. I think the writing is better. Snyder's doing a good job on Batman.
yep.
I think Wonder Woman's decent. Superman, I've only read the first 2 issues. That one's okay so far.
I'm actually liking I, I'm actually, though the last one was good. Actually liking Batman less than the other 2.
Mm,
The book before that didn't I didn't really enjoy it as much,
yeah,
and the newest one I did, so I brought it back up. But
yeah,
Batman to me is kind of, up and down.
yeah,
But the other 2 I think is I'm liking I'm liking better.
yeah.
So
Yeah, we'll see that we got Green Lantern coming out, Absolute Green Lantern, Absolute Flash. You know, we'll have to see if those are any good. But yeah, DC prior to this Absolute Universe, it was kind of dying. I mean, their sales have been very, very sluggish. I was really only collecting Batman regularly. I think, you know, I would pick up a cover here and there
right,
if I thought it was good, but I wasn't buying them on a constant basis to read. If I'm buying a title to read on a constant basis, it's usually an independent, you know, like Ice Cream Man or certain titles that I'll buy on a regular basis, but they're usually independents.
so
Yeah.
do you buy more for the cover or do you buy more for the read?
I buy way more for the cover. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
more of a cover guy. Now, if I find a book I like to read, I'll buy. You know, I pre-order those way in advance. But I'm also like a big customer of Third Eye Comics, so I'm one of their Wednesday Warriors. Yeah, there was a thing available. They only made it available to like 200 people. I'm one of those people. So all my books that I pre-order, I get them with no shipping costs, and I get 20% off everything. So if I buy a 1 in 100 ratio variant, I'm getting it for $80 typically.
Wow.
So that makes it nice. A lot of times I'll pick up stuff and it jumps up in value, and my cost on that is a lot lower, but they also sell out of stuff pretty fast too. So it's a race. It's a race to see who can grab them. Like Artgerm, if Artgerm does a 1 in 100 variant, I mean, it's gone like that day. It's fast.
Well, you're getting 20% off and no shipping. Yeah, I can see that.
And no tax. No tax, no shipping. Yeah, can't beat it.
And you can buy an $80 comic book without going like.
Oh, I hear some stuff. Every couple months I get, how much are you spending on you're getting more comic books. I'll get like a big box in the mail. And she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, yeah, I sold a few. And she goes, how come I don't see that money come back in the account? Because of course it goes to buy other books, right?
Right. Okay. So that's another question. This is a Justice of Comics interview.
I know. It's like an intervention. It's like an intervention, really. Yeah, I know. That's right. I got a problem. I have an addiction. I have an addiction to buying comic books. It's definitely a problem.
That's not an addiction.
Well, I mean, can you imagine what I was like when I used to drink pretty much every live stream I would do, I would have a couple bourbons. So yeah,
that's what I
calm
do.
Down on that a little bit.
That's what I do.
Yeah, I was where you were like a year ago. I was like where you were, no doubt about it.
Hold on. Can you see that? Can you see this on the back of my shirt?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go, JP. That was for you. Okay.
Oh, JP budget collecting. There you go.
Yeah, I wore the shirt before, but I didn't know if he saw it, so I had to wear it again to see he saw that I bought the shirt. There you go. And my wife's going, "You wearing that shirt again? You wear it? I gotta wash it." And he put it in. I was like, "Yep." I didn't tell her that I wore this just in case JP was on here. And so
when I went to MegaCon a couple years ago, I thought about getting a Justice for Comics shirt made up. I should have done that.
Why don't you?
Oh well, yeah, I probably should. I mean, I should go. I know a lot of the artists. I've interviewed a lot of the artists, a lot of comic book artists. I've had a bunch of them on the show. Ryan Brown, John Guion. I've had E.M. Gist on the show. I've had a lot of different artists on.
On your show?
Yeah, I interviewed them. Yeah. Well, I've interviewed quite a few comic book artists. I haven't interviewed any comic book writers. I've reached out to a few of them, and no one's responded. So
try again. Keep trying.
Yeah, I know. That's the problem. Is I got a couple guys to message me back that a couple of them don't speak English very well. That's one of the problems too. So Peach Momoko doesn't speak English too well. She has a translator. Who was the other one? Artgerm. Artgerm. He messaged me back a few times.
Maybe you should start out interviewing people, independent people doing independent comics. So high, that's and get them and work your way up.
Yeah, the ones that aren't as famous. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm a man of little words. If you haven't, it's always
and I give good interviews, because I know a lot about art, and I used to draw a lot when I was younger. So my interviews are pretty good because I'll go deep into how do you come up with that design, or how do you come up with that sketch or that character, and it's pretty interesting to get some art perspective from an artist. But cool. I would like to interview some writers just to get how are you plotting out a storyline, and then how do you bring it down into detail, and especially dialogue and stuff like that. I think that can be difficult. That's the trick.
I've never asked, but when you go to cons, when you talk to them, do you ask them can you ask them if they want to be interviewed, or if there's somebody you can talk to get
Yeah, so, some of them are real nice, like Ian Guest, John Guion. I've had Ivan Tao on. They're very, very humble people, very nice. And then you get some of them that are just like, leave me alone. Leave me alone. It's a very solitary type of work, right? An artist. You're in a studio. You're drawing. You're in your own little world, creating all these drawings, and a lot of them don't like to talk. They don't like to interact. So I think that's one of the problems with interviewing artists. Writers might be the same way. I'm not sure about writers, but they get in their own little worlds, and they're great at creating, but they don't always want to talk about it, or they don't want to go into detail on it.
Really?
Maybe if I had a 20,000 subscriber YouTube show, it might be different, right?
No,
like Comic Tom has Campbell in his office talking to him, in his warehouse.
I mean, I've met Tom also, and I like Tom. And Ryan and Russ and all. I've met them all.
Yeah, they're nice guys.
But I know them.
Yeah.
And Tom works it. It's a business, and he's a businessman, and he.
It's not a hobby for him. It's a business.
Correct. But with the writers and whatever, they're, and actually you go to them whenever and you say hi. I think if you work with them, I mean, Rags. I went over here to look at some artwork that I had years ago, which aren't there anymore because I got those faces. And you talk to them, it was fine. If you talk to them just like, hey, not about comics, about something else, then they're like, yeah, no problem. And we talked about different things, and he said, that artist is here, right? No, that writer is here. He's over there. Tell him he's an asshole because he didn't do such and such.
Yeah.
Okay. So I took it, and I went to him, and I said, hey, Rags called you an asshole about that. And so that broke the ice with Rags, and that broke the ice.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it.
And
one of my best memories was I was at a TampaCon years ago, and I had a nice conversation with George Perez. And my daughter was with me, and my daughter at the time was probably 8 or 9 years old, maybe 10 years old, and she loves to draw. And he took the time to sketch her a drawing and gave her a bunch of stuff for free. He spent time with my daughter, which was just a beautiful thing to see. So Perez always has a little special place in my heart because of how approachable he was, and how you could tell he really likes kids. And it was a great experience. So he was a good man.
Okay. Yep. What else did you pick up this week? You have to show.
This week?
Yeah.
What else do I have? This was one that I got last month. This was my Christmas present. This is a very rare book. This is a very tough book to find. I think there's a couple copies on eBay now, but when I found out about this book, it was already like $150, $200 book. So, that one is tough to
that's
find.
Cool.
Star Trek Green Lantern. That's a Tony Shasteen cover. That is such a rare book, especially to find in high grade. I think there's one or two listings right now, and they're $300 to $400 a piece on eBay right now for these. And this was a 1 in 10 incentive. So,
really?
Yeah. But it's a really rare book. Very, very difficult to find. I've never seen this at a comic book shop, and I look for it all the time. I don't ever see it. So that was one I picked up. Oh yeah, everyone's into Mark Spears, right?
Yep.
He's popular right now.
Very.
I got this I pre-ordered this for a price for $4.
Oh, you got the booth.
Yeah. $4. That was money well spent.
You got that for $4. What? Oh, JP.
What?
What is your thing on Mark Spears?
that I don't understand it, but they're going for crazy money. So
I got the metal cover too. This was what
Okay.
Thundercats.
yeah, that's
metal.
nice too.
yeah.
It's not the colors are beautiful, and the metal makes it really stand out. Yeah,
The
that's
thing
pretty
is,
nice.
My wife would kill me if I bought that thing because it's I'm trying to keep a budget. I'm not knocking
Yeah.
Dave. If you're watching this, I'm not knocking you. Honest to God, I'm just saying.
Yeah, he was.
There's the J. Scott Campbell homage, right? That's a
Yeah,
famous one.
you got all the bangers. That's basically you got.
Yeah, some of them.
Yes, Marcus, we were perfectly accurate on that. We knew exactly.
One of my favorite covers. One of my favorite covers. You'll never find this book. I mean, if you ever find it, good luck.
Why can I never find that book?
You'll never find it. It's such it's Ghost Lore number 9, 1 in 25. I would pay $100 to find that book.
That was a great
heard of that book.
Great read.
That cover is awesome. Sebastian Firamira, he's so good. I'm gonna have him on the channel, by the way. I've been messaging back and forth with him on Instagram. He'll come out. He's in Argentina right now though. So he'll be back in the States in May. When he comes into the States, I'm gonna
they have an internet in Argentina, I think.
Yeah, but at the time, I don't know if the time should be the same as us, right? They're same hemisphere.
You're gonna make me Google it? Okay, all right, hold on.
I think it is. But man, this cover is so hard to find. I only got one copy. I had a copy on pre-order at Third Eye, and they never got it. They never got it in. Boom Studios never produced it. So there's probably only, I think there's less than 20 of these in existence.
Okay, so
and the 20 people that own them ain't selling. So you'll never see this on eBay.
All right,
Never.
so right now it's 10 o'clock in Argentina. Do you have his number or something, or is we can...
Well, I just messaged with him back and forth on Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah, let him know. Wake him up. Let's do it. How you doing, JP?
I'm good. I was just hanging out, finishing organizing from when I was pulling books out to eliminate from my collection. And since you were hanging out, I decided I might as well hang out with you. So,
are you sipping anything today?
Only because I was not sipping anything until I decided to hit the go live button with you, and then I went and got something. So just for you, I went.
4 roses.
So there you go.
I actually killed this soldier. I'll go. If you're gonna stay on, I'll go get another one.
I'll stay on for a little bit. So.
Man, you're putting pressure on me. I feel like going to get a drink myself. I haven't done.
I told you to say go
I
ahead.
didn't mean to do that. I just knew that if I come on with Tony and I'm not sipping something, it's always like, why aren't you sipping something?
Okay, all right, hold on.
I ran out of my cola, my prebiotic cola.
As long as you're sipping, it doesn't matter if it's whiskey or water. As long as you're sipping, you're fine. But if you want to sip some whiskey with me, how you doing?
You have a little bit. I'm going to sip some whiskey for right now because I'm going to get where I can't for a while.
So Seth, we'll be here for a while. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll be back in a second.
Go ahead.
What's up, man?
How you doing?
Well, I'm doing.
Hey, all right. So Seth left his other screen on. If I hit kick off studio, would that knock him off?
The other screen or this?
Yeah,
screen?
the other screen.
Shouldn't.
Okay, I'm gonna hit it.
Oh no, he's gone.
I know, just the screen has been removed from studio. If you want to prevent, no, I don't want him from rejoining. I'm just going to leave it on. I'll tell him to get that thing off. I don't want to say, oh, I'll go.
Yeah,
okay.
You don't want to make it where he can't ever come back or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to do that. I'll just have to hop it off. It's just bothering me. It's not like my ADHD.
In that case, you're saying I need to come in with another screen that's just blank and just to annoy you?
Oh, that fucking bothers me.
Hang on, let me get on my iPad.
He's been on for a while. I'm looking at that screen. I'm like, I want to get that fucking thing off my screen because I'm like.
So you're saying I should go into the stream from my iPad and my phone and just leave both of those screens blank just to annoy you?
Yeah. You find what bothers me. honest to God, I'm looking at that screen as I want to take it off. I just want to take it off.
Of course, John doesn't log in and just leave the room now. Just to know.
Well, John, I told him to hop on, but right now it's like 1, 2. It's 5 o'clock. He just go home. He's probably eating, spending time with.
Oh, yeah, you know, it's actually probably early for him to eat because it's only what 7 here. So yeah, it's only like
that's true. Bubby,
it's only 5 out there where that man lives.
how you doing? Okay, so what? Okay, so you're gonna say how, and then the U, and then D-O and I-N in a little apostrophe. That's how you doing.
How you doing?
How you doing?
There it is.
He's a heavy paw. I love you.
That's a 3-finger pour right there, isn't it? 3-finger.
There's nothing wrong with heavy paws. There you go.
That's a Knob Creek smoked maple. Smoked maple.
Smoked maple. Do you find that sweet?
It is. It has the sweet. Yes. So sugar and alcohol. It's a fantastic combination.
I know, but I'm not a sweet person. Oh,
well, we know you're not a sweet person, Tony.
Benny, how you doing?
We're well aware.
No, I'm an a-hole. I know I'm an a-hole.
You're not a sweet person.
Jag, how you doing? Oh, freaking another Chad. How you doing? See, how you doing? With
How you doing? There you go.
How you doing?
I feel like I'm in a Friends episode here.
Well, with Tony, it always is.
Joey.
I should get copyright. I should get some money from that. I've been doing it longer than they have.
Oh, what do you guys think of this? I like this cover, but I don't know. They did a remark on it and signed it, and I don't know if I like it now.
What's the what?
What's the remark?
It's a bill. I mean, is that a remark? Is that considered a remark? I don't know.
It's considered a remark. But,
It's Bill Sienkiewicz.
Really?
Oh, he did that remark?
I don't know if I think so. I think that's his signature right below it. So I'm assuming he did the remark.
Okay, but is that his cover?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, Dead Samurai #1. That's his cover.
But you have other people writing on that, right?
And also the other John Dolmayan. I think he is he's the writer. Maybe he did the bottom signature down here.
Yeah, you got like 3 signatures on that.
No, two signatures and a remark.
No, what's the one in the corner?
Oh, it's numbered out of 100, so it's 84 of 100.
Oh, I apologize.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, well,
So they number it right on the front.
Oh, he was doing lots of remarks, so he was just like pranking.
he didn't care. He was just put shit on there.
I mean, some people were like, "Yeah, that'd be great if it didn't have those signatures. It didn't have those signatures and remark, because it is a cool cover. It's a badass cover. I love it. I don't like everything Sienkiewicz does. I think some of his covers are really good. Some of them are like, this one's good, for sure.
Oh.
Yeah,
I like it. You can always get it another blank.
The story was okay. I mean, it was like zombie samurais. I don't know.
Oh,
Zombie samurais, interesting.
Zombie samurais.
That's terrible. LOL.
How about these books? The Alien Avengers. These are the second print 1 in 25s. This one seems to be hard to find. I put this on Instagram. I've had people message me saying asking if I want to sell it.
Yeah, I think those books are pretty
nice, actually.
People are pretty in demand.
I mean, this is art only. The last one sold for $150.
Oh wow!
I think I paid 70 for this, 60 or 70.
You're telling me how much you paid for these books, because I can't spend that much money.
Yeah. Hey, it takes money to make money, man.
I like to hear it. Tell me, I'm holding you back. You want to tell me how much you paid for it? You go right ahead. I'm just telling you.
I paid $20. I only paid 20.
There you go.
$20.
There you go. $20. That's all you can tell. Every book you pay for, it's $20.
There you go.
That's right. When the wife's near, it goes down to 10. When she walks in the room, it's $10.
Exactly. It was cover. It was cover price.
Yeah, cover price. I got paid cover.
There you go.
Yeah.
So JP, what are you doing down there?
He's working. He's pulling out some books, man.
I pulled out about a short box and a third of stuff that I'm gonna get rid of because I'm up against my space limit again, or getting close to it. But as a result, I have a whole bunch of like my dividers that are now free. So I'm replacing dividers that I didn't have dividers for. Because when I don't have a divider, I just get like a piece of like construction paper and like do it like that.
All right, so so if I send you the postage, send me those dividers because I need them.
Well, I don't have enough. That's what I'm like scrounging from what I had before. You mean the paper ones that I cut, the construction paper ones I cut? Yeah.
I'm thinking about me. I'm not thinking about you.
So, yeah.
Do you guys have a storage issue with comic books? How many comic book long boxes do you have?
I have, okay, I'm going to count. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I only use, other than what I had to take off the long box wall, I only use long boxes. Okay, so you have
me too.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46.
It's all that must be a big room if you got them all right there.
No, you got me counting. Don't screw me up. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69. I got 70.
There you go.
Damn.
So
I only have like 30, so I'm still an amateur compared to you, Tony.
I have the proverbial wall of flame. They'll take down my house.
Yeah.
Don't light a match near it, right?
You can see it. You can see my whole everything. I have space. Those 3 shelves have space for 27 short boxes, not long boxes.
Man,
And
Bobby has 87. Holy crap.
I was about to have to go off the space, so that's why I pulled out a box plus that I'm going to get rid of.
Bobby, 87 or 70? Which one? Oh, I have 70. Okay, all right, I got you. Yeah, I have to do a purge, but I don't know how to do a purge. I really don't. I need to do a purge.
Easier said than done, for sure.
I know shit, huh?
Friends of my wife came over, and they have 2 little girls. I gave them a big stack of free comic book day comic books. I give out comic books a lot. Yeah.
Pat Mike, how you doing? That's why I give people. I'll give people books if I see they need a book, and if I have it, I'll give it to them because I don't know how to get rid of books. I know how to like okay books.
Well, yeah, and selling is tough, right? Like eBay, you got to deal with all that crap. Yeah.
Oh, that's where I like all of these. I'm probably just going to take to a shop and just like dump for like because I'm too lazy to sell them. So.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. eBay's work, right? It's a lot of work.
I mean, there's only like probably 5 or 6 that are worth something.
Right, JP. Maybe I need fillers. Let me know what you're getting rid of.
Do you guys grade a lot of your books? Do you send off books to get graded or no?
Do I or Tony?
Yeah,
those 3.
Both of you.
Those 3 boxes are all graded.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
But do you buy them graded or do you send them off to get graded?
Majority of them are I send out, but I do. I have bought graded.
Yeah. I've only had like maybe a handful of books graded. Most of them I've bought, but I don't really buy graded books that often. I like to get nice, clean, raw copies most of the time.
Depends on the book.
Right.
Yeah, it depends. Depends on the book.
Yeah,
right.
I got about 100 slabs total. Maybe still just a little under. A bunch of them I've bought. I would say probably I've had slab probably like 60-40 probably of like that 100, something like that. I've done my slab myself versus bought already slabbed. Kind of depends on the book.
I got books I should get re-slabbed because the standards have fallen in the last few years. If you haven't noticed, like spine ticks.
Yeah.
Like I got an 8.5 X-Men 94. I'm almost certain this would get like a 9.6.
Would you clean it first or anything, or press it before you do it?
It doesn't even need pressed. If you looked at this book in person, you'd be like, "What the hell?" The only thing is wrong with it is there's a tiny, barely visible hairline which you can barely even know. I mean, it takes me a while to find it. That's how hard it is. I mean, the spine is perfect on this book. This should really be, and it's a CBCS. This should be a 996 CGC.
Yeah, because
I should send this in because that ups the value tremendously. I paid like $700 for this back, years ago.
Yeah.
I find in all the books I've done, I feel that CBCS grades them harder than CGC.
Oh, I'm telling you, this would be like a 9.6 with CGC.
Yeah.
If I crack this and send it in, it doesn't even need press. The cover has nothing. There's no creases, nothing on the cover. It's crazy. I need to really get that sent in because that would look a lot better than a 9.6.
My Batman 227 was a 7.5. Was a 7.5. I cracked it to have Neil Adams sign it.
Oh wow!
I went to CBCS. They gave me a 6.5 on it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Church.
That's the other risk that you take, right? Is that it goes down a grade.
But to me, it's still a 7.5 because I got a 6.5, but with his signature on it, I'm thinking.
Did you meet Neil Adams? I met him before at a con. Yeah,
I met it. I met him. He signed a bunch of stuff. I mean, I met him a couple of years, and he signed stuff and whatever. And,
yeah, nice.
And I cracked it open. I didn't tell anybody. I didn't tell CGC that I cracked it open. So with the number or anything, I just like cracked it open because I didn't know. I mean, I'm new to this stuff.
Yeah.
Everybody else.
Well, Barbarian Kung Fu says check the notes. I did check the notes. There's just a small issue at the top of the book, but I'm telling you, I've seen YouTubers send in the same book 4 to 5 times, and they all come back different grades.
Depends who does it.
Oh yeah, it depends on the grader and the day they're having.
Yeah.
That's the problem I've always had with grading. That's why I don't have a lot of graded books, and I'd rather have raw because it's too inconsistent. There's too much. I mean, look at the fraud that happened too. Last year with CGC, and that person that was basically stealing and replacing the books.
Yeah.
Right. Someone would send in a newsstand copy, and they would get back a direct copy. That's happened multiple times. So yeah, I think it's dangerous to send your books in to get graded. Is my opinion. I think it's dangerous.
I would only put them in to get like preserved because
if that's your book,
right? Well, exactly.
If that's your book, it may not be your book.
But I'm assuming it's going to be my book. So
I wouldn't. If it's a book that's only a couple $100, that's fine to assume that. But if it was worth $100,000. I would literally tell them, I'll let you grade it, but I have to be present the entire time. It doesn't leave my eyesight. Yeah. Like if I had a high-end book, that's what I would do. I would tell them, I'll do grading, but I have to be there. I'll bring the book, and I have to watch the grader grade it.
I'm not letting this book out of my sight.
And I don't think they would do that. So
probably not.
No. That's why I think eventually the whole grading thing, I think is going to collapse at some point. The whole thing will collapse.
Don't tell me that. I get more stuff I want to grade.
I mean, how many cases of fraud do you want before you decide that it's not worth risking your high-end collectible? I mean, there's lots of YouTube videos on it. I don't need to tell you that.
You're killing me. You're just killing me. There's stuff I want to grade just so they're preserved.
Like the slabs that I did buy, I'm like, man, I hope that book's authentic. I hope it has all the pages in there. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, that's up to you, right? I mean, when you get the book, wouldn't you count the pages?
No, he's talking about if you buy it already slabbed.
No, if I bought it already slabbed, right? Like I bought this one. I paid. I think now this book's gone up in value a lot. I think I paid $600 for this. It's a 9.8 Jenny Frison sketch. This is a rare book.
Yeah,
it sells $1,500 to $2,000 apparently all day long now. But I bought it slabbed. I don't know. Is it missing a page? There could be something wrong inside the book. I don't know.
But the person you sell it to is not going to know either. So
exactly.
No, they're right. Well, they may not know either. That's true.
Yeah, exactly.
So, that's the problem.
Joe's here.
Hey, JoJo.
What you doing? Yeah, but I mean, if you have it, if you're buying it slabbed and it's missing a page, you don't know. And if you sell it still slabbed, you don't.
I mean, I bought a raw book. The first appearance of
JoJo.
the female X-23. I had that book. I sent it in to get grading. It looked perfect. It was missing a page, so they sent it back saying can't be graded.
Because they caught it. That was well. Then that's what you want. You want them to catch it. That it's. I mean, they actually looked at it.
But how many of those do they not catch?
Well, it doesn't matter. They caught yours. How many they didn't catch?
Right. So what I should have done is I should have sent that book in multiple times. I guarantee it would have slipped through on one of those.
It doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. That fear doesn't matter. You sent a book in. They saw an error. They told you. What they could possibly miss doesn't matter because your book was caught and they told you.
Let's put it this way: I don't have faith in it. I don't have faith in the grading system.
That's yours. You know, I can't do anything about that. I can't judge that. That's your thing. You don't have fear, and you have fear, and that you don't grade things. That's perfect. That's perfect for you. No problem.
I find school feel the same way I do. Most of them more opinion I do about it.
Seth, you're breaking up every once in a while. So.
Oh, I'm saying a lot of the old collectors like me, we all have the same opinion about it. We'll buy great books here and there. Most of us want to avoid them as much as possible.
That's cool. I mean,
everybody collects your own way. So.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah. You do you, boo.
Yeah. No, that's the way I roll, man.
You do you.
Well,
yeah, manufacturing defect with NX3. Yeah, I think that was the problem too. They were missing a page or something.
All right. Well, I'm out of dividers, so I still don't have enough.
Do I have to send you dividers? Do I need to buy you?
No, I'll get some more.
I need to okay you some dividers.
Well, actually, next time I do an order, if I order like another pack, that should be good. So now I'm getting close to having enough for what I got.
Barbarian Kung Fu, I disagree. My lights look just as good as graded books, I think. Just as good. They're nice and shiny.
Yeah. Dude, don't get a hernia.
So what's coming out this year? Is Highlander still coming out on? Is that Netflix or one of Amazon?
We've been waiting. They changed the character. They changed the actor. So I don't even know that's what's going to happen there.
I have the 2 Highlander books that you get. Let me show you.
I didn't even know they started filming that yet.
Yeah, they just started filming that series.
Did they?
This is the Delano RRP edition. This book I could find. This was a year ago. I bought this.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you'll. I mean, I've looked for the last year. There hasn't been one copy come up for sale. So if that TV show, when they drop the trailer on the Highlander, this book will be. It should go through the roof if my prediction.
Yeah, but are you okay? First, to Barbarian, yes, you are. Okay, but if that goes through the roof, do you sell them, or are you just to keep them?
I have. I mean, I just recorded sale of an Iron Fist 14 on Comic Link. The trailer dropped back in the day.
Is that for me?
Yeah. This is you. It's like the only Brave and the Bold book. It's kind of an oddity in my collection, and I know you collect Dead Man, so yeah.
That's beautiful. That's
a nice book.
So
I'm actually watching.
I figured you would enjoy that more than I did. So.
Oh yeah. I like those those, I like the Doctor. Oh, what's this one? Hold on.
That one took a while to find. This took me a year to find. That's a sketch RRP of Highlander #1 by Delato.
Nice.
Yeah. Good luck finding that book. See how it says RRP right there? Yeah.
So what does RRP mean?
That's retailer rare print, I think it's called. And the same thing on the graded one, RRP. So these are super hard to find. There's probably only a handful of them out there.
That's sweet.
Probably less than 20. I think less than 20 of those exist.
Really?
Yeah. First of all, Dynamite Entertainment has the super low print run anyways, especially on incentives. Super low. Some of those Prison books that came out back in the day that are limited to 50, they go for crazy money.
Yeah.
Because those Prison collectors, they will pay big money for a book that just rarely ever comes up for sale. It's crazy.
Oh.
Everyone collects everything differently, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sick.
For sure.
That's the thing. Everybody does it different.
My problem is I should focus on one or two things. I'm like all over the place, man. I got like older books, new books, incentives. I'm all over the freaking place.
You and me both.
I'm not very focused. I should be more focused,
You and me both. Honest to God, I pick up new books, but I go look for the. I'm totally into. Well, JP is boxing up a Brave and Bold with Dead Man on it, who's a character from the 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
And I'm reading Justice League Unlimited issue 2. They have Dr. Occult, and I'm like, I'm looking for what he's in, and I'm really like the shiny thing going squirrel, and that's my I like these 70s and 80s, no 60s, 70s, and 80s odd occult characters. Oh, look at that! The Hush.
There's your Justice Unlimited Jim Lee sketch.
Yeah.
That's I got a good deal on that. The only reason I bought this is I got a really, really, really good deal on it. That's the only reason. $20. No, I didn't get it for $20.
Just before I boxed this up, I should have seen if you wanted any of the rest of these, huh, Tony?
Yeah, you should have.
All right, let's see.
So stop taping that box.
Let's see. It's all modern stuff I'm getting rid of. Let me go to my cell folder.
Because I've been doing the old Brave and the Bowls. I've been saving. I've been picking.
Yeah, I don't have much in the way of old stuff that's in here. So let's see. Like,
if you just get rid of them, I'll take them. And I told you, like, I pay for it.
Why would you want just these random books? Like you just said, you had too much stuff.
That's what I'm so screwed up.
He needs 71 long boxes.
Yeah, exactly. I don't like odd numbers. I'm looking for. I don't like even numbers. I want odd numbers.
Well,
have you been reading the new Hulk series? That's been really good.
I haven't, but John from Comics and Kids has, and he loved it.
Well, let's see.
It's been good.
This is what I'm.
It reminds me when Al Ewing did that. When he rebooted that, where it's more like a horror story type of comic. I like that.
Go JP.
You don't need to make me bid. I'm just going to tell you. I'm just reading up the list here.
But I love your face.
You might be the only one. All right, so I'm going to get rid of. I'm already getting rid of it. I decided since I didn't really enjoy it that much, and so the Absolute Batman 1 through 4 are all going in there.
I'll take them.
You want I got 2 issues of Amazing Mary Jane I'm getting rid of, 2 and 3 that I had randomly. I have an Avengers versus X-Men book that's signed by who's signed that one? Oliver Coipel, who was the
I'll take it. It's over there.
That one's in there, going away. 11 issues of 90s Azrael that I had. I got them all. The entire Batman Catwoman series by Tom King.
I got them.
Tom King. Oh God.
Batman Damn 2 and 3 because I sold my one long time ago.
I got them.
Batman Fear State, Alpha and Omega. The Batman Long Halloween 0 and 1 that just came out that I decided not to collect it. I'll just get the trade later. Long Halloween, the last Halloween or whatever. So, Batman the Joker War Zone.
Yeah, I must have that.
Batwoman 0, Batwoman 1 from Batwoman 0 from 2010, Batwoman 1 from the New 52. Black Cat 1 through 7. The Boy Wonder 1 and 2, another series I started and then decided not to keep going on. 3 different covers of Captain Carter. Some miscellaneous Captain Marvel stuff that just doesn't go. I don't have anything like 3 issues of one run and one, not the Carol Danvers, not the
okay.
And 1 issue of another one. Edge of Spider-Verse Volume 2, 1 through 5. Some miscellaneous, that recent Gotham City Sirens series that was god awful that I bought. Jane Foster and the Mighty.
I wonder who wrote that. I wonder if a woman wrote that series, the Gotham City.
Well, there's some women authors I like, but I did not like that series.
There's very few that I like. There's maybe 1 or 2.
Jane Foster and the Mighty Thor, 1 through 5. Joker 80th anniversary. Just Imagine Stan Lee's Wonder Woman. 1 through 41 plus a couple of extra covers of Justice League Volume 3 that was written by Scott Snyder. Like, this is the rebirth Justice League. Getting rid of all of that. King in Black Gwenom 1 through 3. Gwenom versus Carnage, excuse me. Mary Jane Black Cat Beyond #1. Two Mighty Thor issues from the Jason Aaron run that I had duplicates of. A duplicate, another Mighty Thor duplicate for At the Gates of Valhalla. Miss Marvel, the New Mutant #1. I don't know why about that dumb thing. Punchline, that little one shot. 1 through 5 and 1 plus 3 through 5 of volumes 3 and 4 of Silk. A couple of issues of Something's Killing the Children. #1, 8th printing, and then #16, the prison cover.
Oh, I think the prison cover.
I don't even remember what you said you wanted.
I know. I'm looking like he's not going to remember what I said.
Because I'm not writing it down. So, I mean, like, there's just some various books. There's some Spider-Woman assortment that I picked up that is just random, that aren't part of a real run. A few random Star Wars stuff. Superman, Batman, a few of those, the early issues that I decided I'm not going to get that run. Another Thor that I had a duplicate of. Wonder Girl 3 through. So, yeah, I mean, that's about it. There's like 100 and how many books are in this? 162 books are in this stack.
Okay. Do you remember what I wanted?
No, I don't. You wanted the Absolute Batman, you said.
Yeah.
And you wanted that Avengers versus X-Men that was signed.
Yeah.
And you wanted that Something's Killing the Children. That's all I have that you said you wanted.
Great. Throw them in the box.
Well, what are you going to give me for the Absolute Batman?
You tell me and I'll pay you.
We'll think about it. We'll talk after.
All right.
No reason to do this online. All right. So you claim you want those. I haven't read the other 2 issues yet. I should read them, I guess, before I send them to you. And then, what's the other one? Something still. And
okay, I'll be back. Soldier's dead.
oh, Soldier is dead.
I'll be back. All right.
But yeah, just an assortment of crap. That's basically what I'm getting rid of. Stuff I bought and then was like, this doesn't really fit my collection. Not yet, I don't. Barbarian. I got, because the only, well, there may be some other stuff that I don't remember, but those is only, that would get him up to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books. I can get 7 books in a Gemini. without any trouble. About 8's about the top end on a Gemini. I may have to get a different Gemini though. But
Yeah, you tell me what you need. Okay.
So was that the stack? You want the 4 absolute pat? Was there anything else that you wanted? The 4 absolute Batmans.
Like you, I can't remember what the hell you said. So it's like,
well, you said when I got into the Batman stuff, you said you had a bunch of that.
yeah.
You said something about the Captain Marvel, but then I said it was the Carol Danvers, and you didn't want.
Right, and they didn't want that.
No, I don't think there was anything else you said. Did you say?
No, I think you hit it. You had you said 3 things. I think that was it.
There you go.
So Seth, am I supposed to show what you're seeing on your other screen?
Oh no, I can get rid of that.
Because like it's clicking.
Sorry about that.
It's bothering him.
I left it there. That Cover Price came out with their after Wednesday cover, books that are somewhat in. I could probably, if you wanted to see that, I could probably. I don't know if you're interested in that or not.
Sure.
I saw this one. I probably should have grabbed it. Oh well, you can't get everything. Let me screen. After Wednesday.
Oh.
Probably, yeah, that was Foxy, I guess. I don't know. I did pick up a couple copies of this one, the Fantastic Four number 28, the Pete Mako.
How?
Midtown had a couple copies before they sold out. I grabbed them.
And okay, I don't want to know how much.
It's the rival. For cover price plus shipping, so I don't know. I paid $10 probably with shipping.
I wanted one of those.
And Jeff the Shark. I don't know why people are so hot about Jeff the Shark, but apparently they are.
It's
the game. It's the game.
Love Jeff the Shark, apparently. So this one looks.
There. Oh, I gotta pull.
So we can't hear you.
Yeah, he's cut out.
Yeah.
Absolute Batman number 4. I haven't even read 3 and 4 yet.
Seth, can you hear me? He can't hear you. He can't hear you.
We've lost your sound. I don't think he can hear us either. Mike died. So this is what I got for you, Tony, while he's doing that.
All right, cool.
he's gone for the moment. So we can't hear you. We can't hear you at all. You're talking, but nothing.
Is he watching us at all?
I don't know. I don't know if he can't see us either.
How many times can I hit my ear?
We can't hear you. Check your mic.
About that. My
now you hear you.
Oh, your AirPods died?
I think my AirPods died.
Yeah, we couldn't hear, we didn't hear anything you said. About the time you brought up the screen, you went out. That whole time we couldn't hear you.
So, all right, should I go back to the beginning?
Yeah, go back. Because we didn't hear any of it.
I'm sorry. I had this constant problem all the time on my channel where my mic goes out. I don't know. I constantly have audio issues.
What are you doing?
What did you do? What is this?
I'm trying to get that big screen on. So I'm trying to get this screen, the small screen, onto you.
Switch it.
I don't like seeing your freaking face. Jesus Christ! I was like, oh, there you go, there you go.
We talked about this one, didn't we? We already talked about that one, didn't we?
Yeah,
that one
we
you
did.
talked about, I think. Yeah.
And Godzilla, did we talk about that Godzilla?
That one you get
That's when it died.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Godzilla, Monster Piece Theater, number 3. That's the 1 in 25 by Mayfood. Is it Mayfood? Mayfood. Going for about $35 to $40. Midtown had it for $45. I mean, out of the gate, they didn't even have it for ratio. They had it over ratio, which is crazy. I mean, I like a good Godzilla cover. That one's pretty good. That's okay.
Who doesn't?
This one, I don't know. What do you think of this? I like Mark Spears covers, but he's known for his color. Black and white, Mark Spears. I don't know. That just doesn't do anything for me.
So what's the price of that?
I have no ability to comment on Mark Spears. I've been wrong.
No, you and Marcus have nothing to
We've
say.
been wrong. I flat out admit it. I can't believe that where it's went.
I mean, he's known for his dynamic coloring, right? I mean, he uses like digital rendering and all that stuff.
Is what is, yeah.
So how much is that cover?
That one's going right now for about $55. That was a 1 in 20. 1 in 20.
That's
$55.
I like the stuff. I wouldn't pay that.
No. Now this one, I could have grabbed this off Midtown. I thought about it for a second, and I was like, ah.
So why? How much is that, and why?
Well, it's a 1 in 25 Picopolis. I don't know how you say that. Pin-up Apocalypse. I don't know. I never heard of this artist though. Sveta Shubina. Sounds like a Russian model or something.
Yeah, I never heard of her.
Never heard of her either. But I mean, it's good art. I mean, it's interesting. It kind of looks like an old 1950s pinup art, right?
It's pinup.
It's pinup art.
It's pinup.
People will pay crazy money. Someone paid $62 for it on eBay. So
Them than me.
Yeah, they got more money than I got to spend on that kind of stuff.
Oh shit!
Oh, there's your Absolute Wonder Woman.
No, I'm not.
That's a third print.
Third print of number 1.
Yeah, third print of number 1, a 1 in 25. Somebody paid $32 for it recently. All right, that's only a little bit over ratio. That's not crazy.
Yeah,
Creep Show Illustrated. They got these crazy looking sports covers. This is like the first one was like baseball, and then they've got, I think the last one was football, and now this is basketball. Look, this guy's jumping, and look, his neck is bleeding. He must have bit this guy in the neck. Creep Show. That's the 1 in 10.
Okay.
What's that going for?
I think it's maybe right around $15, so not much over ratio. Here's another Mark Spears. I mean, tell you, Mark Spears, man, he's all over the place. This guy,
He is.
What is this guy doing?
It's his color. It's the color.
It's the color, right? I mean, his art is not any greater than anybody else's. I think it's just because he uses these crazy colors, these flashy, neon-looking colors.
People have literally lost their minds on this.
Yes,
they have. Haven't they lost their minds on this?
I think so. I cannot believe the prices that those books are going for now.
I mean, I pre-ordered this for like $2. It's worth like $5 now. I mean, I guess it sells for around $5 now. I don't know.
So when did you pre-order this for $2?
I pre-ordered that through DC. I do all my pre-orders through DCBS service.
Okay.
I should start using Third Eye though, because remember, I don't pay taxes or shipping.
Right.
So the taxes and shipping get you. I mean, I do want to read that second issue though. I like Deadly Tales of the Gunslinger. The reading has been good, so that might be worth picking up just for the read. Now this one is Doom and Rocket Raccoon.
Wait, there's actually a Doom and Rocket Raccoon series.
What kind of pairing is that?
That's
First of all, how fast would he kill him? If the real Doom would kill him in 3 seconds, right? He'd be like, "What is this rodent doing in my castle?"
Just grab him by the neck. Honestly,
he would kill him. He would kill him in 2
Rocket
seconds.
is not exactly known for being differential or giving respect to anyone.
No,
grab him by the neck.
He certainly wouldn't give it to a raccoon. He'd kill him in 3 seconds. The 1 in 100 is selling for $130. This book is selling for $130. Someone bought it.
That makes no sense. It doesn't make sense.
It's crazy.
Each their own, I guess.
All right, what's this next one? Papa Duke. You ever heard of this? Papa Duke. Keen Spot. That's who does the Monsters series, Keen Spot. This is Naomi Griffin, Virgin flip cover, 1 in 20. I don't know anything about this.
And that's what going for what?
$20 right now, so it's going for ratio.
Ratio, yeah.
Here it says that Mark Spears has single-handedly elevated Keen Spot into the stratosphere, and it's possible that future titles could prosper from this success. Another factor to consider is Sony's option for the Night of the Cadillac spinoff. So I guess that's why that book's being shown.
Gotcha.
World Tree.
I didn't know that was
12, that is a Puppeteer Lee cover. Not his best. I mean, it's okay. But boy, she's kind of hanging there, isn't she?
Well, at least she has the clothes on. The others, she didn't have clothes on.
So at least she has clothes on. But look, that strap came off. So you know, 2 seconds
about
later.
to not. So, I didn't even know World Tree was still going. I thought that was done.
I mean, James Tynion, I don't know. I'm not reading a lot of Something is Killing Children. I'm a little bit behind on it. I've thought I always thought it was okay. World Tree, I kind of got into the first 4 or 5 issues and I kind of got lost with it. It was a little too slow for me. I don't know. Maybe I'm alone in thinking that, but there it is, going for $30, slightly over ratio. That's it. Those are the books that Cover Price thought was worth mentioning
this week.
That's coming out. Yeah,
I know. I'm getting one. I'm getting one of all of those.
Yeah,
because I can't see paying, I don't know, a shitload ton of money for a book. I can't.
Like I like Godzilla. I might pay ratio for that Godzilla, but I do like the Godzilla. I do have that Art Adams Godzilla, by the way. Remember that book that came out? Mm-hmm. I got 2 copies of that.
Okay, so I gotta say, Seth, this is why I just put out my StreamYard just for him, right here. This guy.
What a train wreck this is.
It's always a train wreck.
Well, what do you expect? We're drinking liquor. I mean, look, that's gone already.
Well, it's called train wreck. So,
hey, Rob, I don't think I've ever been on stream with you. So, how's it going, sir?
Oh, he got it. He picked it up.
Pinup Opculus, phenomenal.
Tell us.
This was the one. This was the one in 15. Did
you get the one in 25? That's the one everyone wants. Is the one in 25.
25 is great, but unfortunately, my shop didn't order that many copies.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Is a regular LCS shop's not going to order probably 25 copies and stuff. But the art inside is cool. It's kind of that retro style, and then you get zombies at the end that set you up. You get a little you get the greasers in here, and you get where's the kind of so you get the greaser girl.
Yeah,
at the end, you get some zombies going.
Yeah, I should have picked both those up. They were sitting on Midtown, staring at me in the face. I should have grabbed them.
Now, what's really interesting is according to this, all the covers are listed in the back. Supposedly, and I haven't found it yet. I got to check out. I've been trying to check out their website. Apparently, there's an exclusive only on their website, but I have yet to find it yet on their website.
Dirty boy. You're such a dirty boy, Rob.
Hey, if it's going to get traction and it's an exclusive that you can only get from the website,
sometimes those become. Will that go in the box?
No, this is mine, dude. I dig this. This is right up my alley. This is some cool shit.
So how you doing?
It's work. What are you gonna do? I mean, thank God it's almost the weekend.
Yeah, almost.
Yes.
Yeah.
Seth, are you giving us feedback on what we're talking?
Are we getting feedback?
There's a little bit. somebody's got a speaker that's just every once in a while, especially when I talk.
Oh yeah, let me
Yeah,
let me switch over to a different mic here. Hold on a second.
All right.
Not talk, Rob. See if it was actually him.
How you doing? Yeah, I don't hear it now. So yeah.
No, I think it was. I'm doing well, Rob.
I just got that voice that just kind of
Get that nice
hits that right frequency.
nice and deep. You got a voice for radio, Rob. You do.
And a face for it too.
Don't we all? I'm just saying, looking at this panel, I think that is a universal statement I think we could make.
So, Rob, what are you sipping?
I'm still drinking. I'm drinking coffee.
Awesome.
Sipping a little coffee.
Because I had my 7 cups this morning, and then later on this afternoon, I said, you know what? I really want some more coffee. So I brewed another.
7 cups was not enough.
Another pot. I brewed another pot, which I now have just emptied.
Dude.
So
really? Do you like get dehydrated, but like go to the bathroom a lot because you drink all that coffee?
I drink lots of water too.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I drink lots of coffee, I drink lots of water, and I'm on blood pressure medication. I pee all the time. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm gonna give you. Here you go.
The only good thing is my prostate's clear, so you know.
No, my prostate's the size.
Welcome to the kind of comic talk you can only get here on the Oldwolf channel. Let's talk about prostate.
I have to get an MRI pretty soon.
All right, is that better? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you great.
All right. I had to. These are my headphones, but my son uses them for gaming. I had to go take them from him. So.
That's right. Say, hey, Dad's taking them back.
Did you rip him off his head, like because he was on the?
That would be good.
It crossed my mind for 1 second to just grab him off his head.
I did that earlier today. I did something similar where my son, I had heard him last night talking about going to Target today, and I said, so I went when I was at work. I went by him. I said, hey, I understand you're going to Target. He goes, yeah. I said, great. When you go, you don't have to do this. But I'm letting you know that by executive order, I have taken your last bag of pretzels from the outside pantry. There are none left, and I'm taking them for me. If you want more, you can go get yourself some more.
Nice.
I was ready for you to tell him to go buy headphones.
Oh, he has a set of headphones that are actually my hand-me-downs from my last set. And so this set's kind of on its. This is my set I used to use for all my stuff, and I still use like Friday mornings, or I use for work, and it's getting kind of beat. So I might have to buy another set for that. But for this, I can.
So I know you're into the old stuff, but did you pick anything new this week?
New books? Yeah. Well, I don't know about you, but that's pretty new.
Okay, wait a minute. I know you do on Mondays. You do your mail call stuff,
right?
But
so Mondays I have mail call. Wednesdays I show up on Chris's channel, Chris the Comic Vet, for his show Is What You Got, where I generally show off my new Comic Day hauls on his channel. I don't normally post that on my own channel unless it's like a short, but I don't do shorts very often because it screws up my long form content. Watch hours and stuff. So, I'll show you. I mean, I've got.
Yeah, come on, Rob, pull it out.
Let me whip this out. Excuse me while I whip this out. I had picked up the ASM.
Look,
you're gonna make me big.
Make you big. There you go.
There you go. Good boy.
Thank you.
Some Bagley.
Back together.
The Star Wars Last Stand, Battle of Jakku.
Okay, Rob, do it slow. I have to go pee, so hold on.
Take your time.
Am I supposed to bring the next book up slow, or just don't be done before he's done?
Just don't be done before he gets back, I think.
Well, shit, he said he's got a big ass prostate. This could be a while.
It might be 50 minutes. You might have to take your time here.
Ultimate Spider-Man, which I don't know if you guys are reading this, but Ultimate Spider-Man is flipping phenomenal. And what I love the best is I've been reading this. Like the other day, I was doing catch up. I caught up in the last 4 issues all in a day.
Yeah.
And not only are they advancing the story, like each issue is 1 month in storyline in the book as well, but it's Spider-Man has barely been in it. And if you count the number of panels where Spider-Man, Peter Parker is Spider-Man, it's slim. Most of it is like story of the family and other stuff that's going on, and the world building and stuff that's going on. And they're taking their time to slow build it, which is so great. And it just goes to prove that Spider-Man can be written well, that you don't have to have a bunch of gimmicky action going on all the goddamn time, or horrible artists who's living off their dad's name, or any number of other things. Like, I don't know, fill in the blank. But so I truly enjoy it. Picked up the oops. There we get the B cover.
There you go.
And we had the foily. This, of course, is the first appearance of this Kraven.
Ultimate Kraven.
Yeah. In this Ultimate universe. I don't remember if he was ever introduced in the other Ultimate Spider-Man run. But it's a different Ultimate universe. So, and then this was the 1 in 25.
Nice.
And the Lobos cover for the Wonder Woman issue 4, Absolute Wonder Woman.
Did you see that Cyclock number 2 cover that Lobos did? Oh man,
I did not, but Lobos has done some good stuff. I picked up like all the Lobos Spider-Gwen covers that does.
Cyclock number 2 cover is freaking good.
Good. Some Detective Comics. This cover's not bad, but this 1 in 25.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah,
that's Cagle, right? Evan Cagle. I think it's Cagle.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Sometimes I don't pay attention. I just go, shit.
I know all the artists, man. I'm the art guy.
Sometimes it's just one of these things. A lot of times it is. I'm in the LCS and I'm just looking at the shelf and I'm just going, oh shit, must have.
Yeah, that's
nice. Stick it in my cart.
Dick Tracy.
Oh, Dick Tracy.
Yeah, I'm enjoying that read, but my LCS didn't get them this week, so I have to go tomorrow and get
my LCS doesn't get them unless you order it. So it's like there's certain, but like most of the Mad Cave stuff like that, I get Dick Tracy, I get the Flash Gordon, and I get Defenders of the Earth. They don't pick those up for their general stock.
Really?
If you order it, they'll order it. There's just nobody picking it up. If they get it on the shelf, they might sell one copy just to somebody randomly. But if they don't have it, once it moves off of this week's releases, they don't sell. Wow. Nobody's coming in picking them up. So they're not going to waste their money. And I don't blame them.
Is that Lone Star?
Huh?
No. What's your LCS?
Elusive Comics and Games.
For some reason, I thought
Santa Clara, California.
Okay.
Shout out. Look, they don't even do look, they're not a back order shop. I mean, if you go in there, like they have some back bins, but their back bins are mostly just overstock from recent stuff.
So they're not having 1 in 100s on the wall, 1 in 100 incentives on the wall.
They have a very small wall book collection that they have, and it's mostly just every once in a while some books that they get in from people. Every once in a while they'll buy a small collection from somebody, but they don't buy big collections. They don't have a big, huge back issue bins. I mean, their back issues fit in like 4 sets of vertical filing cabinets and one set of small boxes. I have way more back issues than they have. It's not they used to have a decent amount. They moved a couple times, and in the move, they just decided to liquidate them. And in their new shop, they consolidated. It's a really big shop, but they consolidated. The owner had a second shop that was just focused on games. So now the two are in one place, and probably about 75% of the real estate is dedicated to the games. And that is where their profit is, right?
Yeah.
They make their money selling games and doing gaming stuff and hosting gaming events and putting on summer camps for gaming and board games, and they have board game rentals and they have all kinds
Isn't that all comic book shops? If you don't hybridize your comic book shop, you're probably not going to survive.
Unless you really focus on back issues. And
it's less than 5% of comic book shops.
Yeah. I go into some and they have, I think every one of them hybridized to some extent, but how much they dabble in that hybridization really, really varies. And some of them, it's like we have a little selection of, we have some RPG stuff over here, a couple racks, maybe some miniatures, and then there's some shops you go into where it can be, anywhere from 30-70 one way to 70-30 the other way. My shop, they've decided that's how they're going to stay in business, especially here in the San Francisco Bay Area where real estate is not cheap and the cost of labor is not cheap.
Yeah. Why would you have an eBay store? eBay store would be.
That's a lot of, shipping and stuff for if you're selling, you think about.
And what's eBay getting? 15%?
Right.
40%?
And you're selling, and how much volume you have to have bigger premium books to do that.
Yeah.
Because the small books that your volume, unless you're doing whatnot to move that stuff quick and cheap, it's not a cost effective to be doing that on eBay, really.
That's why, like where I live in Tampa, I'm in a big market. Tampa's big. Mm-hmm. None of the shops get 1 in 50s and 1 in 100s, 1 in 75 ratios. That never happens. You won't find it because they don't order enough. They don't order 10 copies of most books.
My shop will get 1 in 50s, but usually it's limited to Batman, Amazing Spider-Man.
It's got to be a title that they'll order heavy on, right? Yeah.
Right. It's certain titles that so tons of people are ordering,
right?
And then they do buy, and they do know that there's a lot of people coming for, so they will get them. But otherwise, no, it's usually 1 in 25s. Sometimes the Star Wars stuff I can get a 1 in 50 if one's available, but
right.
Batman and Spider-Man every once in a while I'll see a 1 in 100 will show up too, but they're pretty rare.
It. Yeah, that's
it. But I mean, the shops that are going to get that stuff usually in higher are those nationwide shipping and
Midtown, Golden Apple,
BTC, Unknown Comics, any of those guys where they're and that's fine. That's a different model. You're selling at a different volume, doing a lot of you're doing a lot of exclusives and everything else. So a small independent LCS shop's not going to do that. That shop in my shop usually at any given time there's anywhere from 5 to 7 employees in that shop because because the shop is big and they have some employees are dedicated just to gaming, some employees are dedicated just to comics, and then they have some employees that are hybrid employees that work both sides. They have different managers and they have different stuff. It's almost run like 2 different shops within a shop at times. There's even different counters. I mean, there's one counter that's like dice and miniature specialization, and that's where the expert for that stuff is too. You can go pay anywhere, but if you want to talk to the expert in that section, they're going to be hanging out at that register, and the RPG gamer or whatever, these guys are going to be over here, and but hey, Tony.
Yes.
Wake up.
We're done showing stuff.
No. A friend of mine, his father passed, and I'm just talking to him about it.
It has nothing to do with me not showing stuff and you putting us back into a standard 4x4. Look, I know I look better than you. I get it. I look better than you. And
I love you. Don't even don't even say anything.
Oh, I know you do.
I do.
Tony, you're okay.
Oh, I'm glad I'm okay.
You're just okay, Tony. Just okay.
I just want to say, one time I tried to hop on your Friday morning show and I didn't get on, and it hurt me.
It's not my Friday morning show.
Your Friday, you have a Friday show every morning.
Is it on my channel?
I don't know who fucking asked Charlotte was on. I didn't get on. I was like, oh, waiting. No. They didn't. No.
It's not my channel. And for that, and the Friday channel. So that channel that happens on Mark Legion of Comics' channel.
Yeah.
I'm the co-host of that show.
So I gotta give him shit. I have to give him shit for not.
We don't post the link publicly in a public drop. So it's like you have to either message us if you want to join, or you have to be part of either his channel memberships group message thread or my channel memberships thread. That's the only place we post it, because otherwise we've gotten riffraff, like just show up.
Rob, it's too late to apologize.
Okay? I'm not apologizing. I'm telling you how it is, Tony.
It's a Benny Hill thing. It's too late to apologize.
And when he meant riffraff, Tony, he meant you.
Or me, but
that was my nickname in high school, riffraff. That's it.
Did you do time warp?
To you.
Were you hanging out with you? Were you doing weird things with your sister Magenta?
Who, me?
Sounds like a.
Well, you said your name was Riffraff.
Yeah.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Come on, buddy, help me out here. It's not.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. No, but I had the day off, and I'm like, and I just sat there. And
Tony, put us back in the 4x4 standard. Take me off big.
He doesn't know how to do it, Rob. You should know this by now. He does not know how to run the channel.
I do it. Not at all. Okay, hold on. Am I supposed to click? Hold on.
Go back to the 4-square format.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We'll say you get a nice look at Rob's wall with him all big like that.
I love his beard. Screw
magic.
You. Okay.
You're magic.
Here
My beard is mediocre. The mustache is where it's at.
Is Gordon here on? Gordon, how you doing? Okay, so I do this. I do this. I need somebody to control this stuff.
Well, you couldn't get John in here. He has control still. Though.
Yeah, he controls everything. That's why I Roscoe. How you doing? I'm sorry. I was too involved in something happened personally. Oh, Dave Ayers. Okay. I said I.
By the way, that Foxy cover, there is a listing on eBay for $150 for that.
Oh, geez.
Nobody needs to spend that, because you can go to massivepublishing.com and then they're selling it direct for $79. So
yeah, there you go.
Right.
So if you're paying less than $79, good on you. Anything over $79, don't pay. Just buy it.
But that's a book you're not going to find at an LCS, right? You're not going to find that book at
the 1 in 50 on pinup octals. Probably not on.
No, it's a 1 in 25. Either 1 in 25.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 1 in 25. Yeah.
They don't order 5 copies of that book anyway.
Well, that's why I said I was surprised to get the 1 in 15 at my LCS.
Golden Apple didn't get the 1 in 15.
Really?
Golden Apple didn't get it. No. Wow. Yeah.
Doreen.
That tells you.
Hey, I thought some riffraff would decide to join the club.
That's good. Keep Tony on his toes.
All right. Someone has to.
Somebody does.
Oh,
how you doing?
I am doing laundry and hanging out and enjoying my day off.
That which must be done.
Yeah, some of those things still need to be done.
So, did you pick up any books today or yesterday?
I'm not current with my pull at my LCS. They have a big box for me that I pull little at a time, but I have picked up stuff over the past few days from like Short Box and different other places. So my moderns are kind of on hold, and I'm thinking I want to change the direction of my collection. I stopped collecting a lot of the runs that are going on, and I think I want to concentrate more on finishing my Silver Age runs of Green Lantern, Teen Titans, Batman, Detective as far back as I can go, and Batman as far back as I can go before it gets too expensive and you have to mortgage things.
But me too. I'm not. I mean, I think I'm doing the new stuff because I'm loyal to my LCS. But I want to do back issues, like
I find Doreen that when it comes to Batman, that's like, aside from a handful of issues, which you can, because it's only a handful of issues you can deal with, down to 200 is a nice round number that you can get to without breaking the bank on most issues.
I have back, well, my oldest issue of Batman is 80. I posted it on the ABCs of whatever and by the CBF. That was gifted to me. It's a 0.5 or less to me.
Yeah.
It's beat to hell, but it's a gift from one of the original low grades, and I won't get rid of it. And it is my treasure. And that's the lowest number of Batman I own. I do have some in the hundreds, and I still have some in the 200s. I have a full run from 300 on up. And in Detective, I have a full run of 500 on up. I'm less than 40 or 50 bucks to finish the 400 on up.
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. It's like the Batman.
Oh, I think I have 400 on up. I can't remember.
Yeah, there's
always facsimiles. You know, you can always buy.
No.
I mean, I have a
get
bunch.
Facsimiles as long as I have the original on a couple things that are kind of out of price range, like Justice League for Starro, the Swamp
Sometimes
Thing.
they're space holders until that day that you
I get that. So that's what those are. But I do have a lot of facsimiles. I do have those.
Facsimiles are worth money. The first 181 is worth about $40.
To me, it's not about what I can get out of the comic. It's for my personal PC. I don't buy, trade, and sell unless I'm just getting rid of shit that I own because I need to get other shit that I want. Yeah, and I have way too much crap because it's mostly in a storage unit. I have well over 9,000 comics. At least I have over 9,000 in my CLZ, and there's a lot that I have in my storage unit that are not in my CLZ. So
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying is the Batman. I got I have a bunch that are below 200 as well, but as far as working on a complete run, I'm just focused on 200 is on up. I'll do the complete.
I'm glad I'm not
every single issue, but
I'm very glad about it.
Well, I started going okay, I'm going to do from 500. First, it was like just new 52 on up. Then it was 500 to the on up, and then it was 400 up, 300 up, and now it's like okay. Now I've got a fair number of them, and I look at the 200s. I've got all the expensive books that are between 200 and 300 already. So I'm like, all right, I can just fill in these when I'm at cons trying to find them.
I'm like
fill in the rest of that.
45 from a complete run from 200 on up.
Yeah, it's about around that neighborhood too.
I think there's a few 100s as far as like keys that I might, go after first. So I try to get the keys first and then the fillers as I work backwards.
Yeah, you can get yourself a 181 and 171.
Yeah. 181.
First Poison Ivy?
I have that.
Okay. You already got that one. That's good.
330, I have it complete. It's one of the few slabs that I own. It was at a time when prices were a little high, but what they were selling for Raws and other things that were incomplete, even though it's just a stupid poster of Batman and Robin, it was a complete book. And to me, that was important. So it's a 3.0 complete. Colors still pop on it. So,
That's it's better than mine.
What do you have?
Mine's a 0.5 that's got chunks of the cover missing and missing the pinup, but the cover's barely there. But I only paid $75 for it.
Oh yeah, see, I paid well more than $75.
It was in a box. I picked it up along with a Detective. Batman like 86 or I don't know, some early Batman book that had Penguin on the cover on a ship. On a pirate ship, but it was like the two books together. I paid $150 for them. They're both in low condition, and the guy had it clearly labeled. He had Post-its on it, said missing pinup, cover detached, all this stuff. And I'm like, I started to walk away, but I'm like, I can't not pick it up for $75 and then combine the two for $150. I was like, I can't not do that because it's worth more than that, even as is.
Yeah, I did that with the first Silver Age. I think it was the first Silver Age Riddler. I combined. It was a combo, and it ended up being a really good deal because both of them were I got them for under fair market value for the 2 books, and they've gone up well in value. They're raw. Most of my collection is raw. My first Batgirl is raw, and the colors pop. She's beautiful. I love it, So, but I'm finding as I go backwards that now the majority of majority of the books are slabbed. So, and now it just becomes a price issue.
Well, fortunately, as I've seen right now, there's a lot of books, especially not the super keys, but there's a lot of books where slab prices and raw prices for a raw book of the same grade are leveling out now, so to the point where it's like you can, if you want them raw, go ahead and buy the slab. Sometimes it's cheaper, and you can crack it and
have it raw.
At least you know what you were getting when you bought it.
Yeah, and that's the other thing too, because unless you're at a flea market, somebody's estate sale, or like we do have some people have the, like TNT will have a dollar or a bin sale where they'll have a front yard sale, and you go through them. Unless you can see them like that and judge it yourself. And I know grading is, as much as it's supposed to be objective, it's very subjective depending on the person who's grading it. You don't know really what you're getting from somebody on like an eBay or a short box or even on a whatnot. It
doesn't matter how many photos they post. Photos, you can manipulate how it looks just by the camera angle and the lighting angle and everything else.
You can put a filter on it. Let's get those colors popping, and you look at it and it's all faded like it's.
That's what Tony does.
10 years.
I mean, that's what Tony. It's what Tony has said you could do. I'm sorry, that's what I meant. Man, what is it? This is really funny. Weird.
Let me go get my. I'll be right back. I'm going to go get my little poison ivy.
Completely unrelated here. You ever know, how like when you're scrolling through something and just like all of a sudden you notice a theme on your either Facebook or Instagram or whatever it is, social media. Yeah. Here's a theme of the ads and stuff that are popping up. I'm doom scrolling on the side here, and for some reason, Schwinn Stingrays, classic Schwinn Stingrays are. So did I, but I haven't mentioned one, Googled one, shopped for one, brought one up in probably 20 years. But for some reason today, as I'm scrolling, every 4 things is some photo of some classic Schwinn Stingray with lever shifters or big, huge banana seats with raked, all kinds of chopper modifications and stuff.
Do you still have your frame?
No. Because mine was actually like the one I had. I went to my grandma's basement and pulled it out of my grandma's basement for my first bike after I got rid of training wheels as a kid. It was my uncle's bike, and then it was my other uncle's bike, and then it was, my cousin's bike, and then it was my bike. And when I was done, I put it back when I outgrew it. And it kills you now to think about it because that was such an iconic bike. But I was quick. I was ready to get rid of that bike and get my Huffy BMX baby, because Viva la 80s. And that went back into the basement for the next person to eventually. I have no idea whatever happened to it.
Oh, I still have mine. I still got my.
You're special, Tony. You're special.
Of course I am special. Don't call me Ed. But anyway, I still have the frame. I still got the tires.
Tony, this is where you make somebody big now.
Yeah, now you make them big.
I'm doing it.
No, just leave Rob up there again because he likes it.
So there she is in all her little glory.
There you go. That's
a book that I never thought.
Good looking book.
I know, for 3.0.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Trying not to get the glare because I do have a.
Now you're good.
I have a Mylar. I have a cover on it.
So never apologize for the glare.
Yeah. So
unless you're on only slabs, in which case, always apologize for the glare.
Yes, and we need to talk about that. Me and my 30 slabs. But
There you go.
compared to my Batgirl, who's just raw,
Still a
much
nice
cheaper,
copy.
but still, I thought it was a decent enough copy. It's
Yeah.
attached. It's just a lot of
Your copy. That's what
fine
matters.
ticking. So it's mine. I'm not in any competition.
Tony,
with
do you have a copy?
Absolutely not.
See, so you're better than Tony.
Well,
But you need that.
We're both better than Tony. Mine's right there.
Everybody's better than Tony.
No, that's what the whole thing is. I know it's fun and giggles and stuff like that, but it's about what your collection is and what you want and what you can afford. I see all these people with freaking 9.8s, and if they get anything less than a 9.8, it's like
Oh yeah.
all hell broke loose,
Nothing.
and it's like,
No.
hey, my little area is about a 5.0 or below, because that's probably what a lot of things that I'm collecting or looking at is what I can afford.
Yeah.
You know.
So I always talk about that nexus of value.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at,
Only one of my
I have
books
the first question from Charlton. It's a Blue Beetle #1.
Nice.
Mhm.
I am looking at a Captain Atom for the first Blue Beetle. And I've found it in a 5.0 to 7.0 range, and I keep going back and forth. Should I pull the trigger on the 7.0, or should I just keep it in 5.0 with my 5.0?
I will.
Say, I got.
Don't. I will.
I know you won't.
Yes,
Hey, my wall looks behind me. I got a 2.0 and a 1.8 and a 2.5 and a 1.0.
Yeah, and I just think it's funny how people are just so competitive in that market for that grade. It has to be that grade. I have some moderns that are 9.8s. I have some moderns that are 9.4s, 9.6s, and that's just because it was in I bought it for like 10 or 20 bucks. It was more than what it would cost me if I had that book and I had bought that book for $5-10, whatever the cost of the book, and then had it graded would be.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can't pass it up. It's whatever,
Yeah.
I mean, I was at a flea market. I have the Death with Supergirl a couple times, but when you find one for $10 with the Marv Wolfman signature across the cover, you buy it.
There you go.
You buy it. Wonder if oh, well,
9.6. Yeah, I got modern 9.6s. That's all good.
Yeah, I think it's all good. It's all relative.
Nine. You want to talk about nexus of value? The difference in cost on a 9.6 versus a 9.8.
Oh my goodness.
It's huge.
It's
especially on modern keys.
And I think and then if you look at a 9.8 compared to, let's say, CGC compared to a 9.8 from maybe CBCS compared to what is that other one that starts with an E?
There's EGS and then there's PGS.
EGS. The prices are like out of whack. I mean,
yeah, well, everybody pays a premium for CGC for some dumb reason, but
and I don't know why, because a 9.8 is a 9.8
marketing.
is a 9.8, and then
it's not. No,
wait. Let me finish that story. Except for when those that grade cannot grade, and a 9.8 is a really 7.5, and you have
that's not even true either, actually. So the thing that's important, and I've talked about this many times, as a person who's done a ton. I had over 10,000, just about, not 10,000, just about 1,000 slabs from done slabbing with all the different carriers, and they all use the same scale. However, what the definition of is those grades at each of those scales varies from grading company to grading company. While they have each taken the basis around, used the Overstreet Guide to Grading as their basis, CGC, CBCS, they've all done their own interpretations and modifications of that over time, which makes up their unique grading system. So there can be certain things that are different from one to another. And so like, for example, I had a book one time that was a 9.6 that was graded by one company. And when it went to another company, it went to a 9.2. And the reason was because of how they considered foxing on a book a limiting defect where if it had any floxine whatsoever, it could not go past a certain grade. Whereas another grading company just counted it as a defect and counted it as a deduction.
But doesn't that say something about the industry that it's not universal?
No, because each company sets up their own thing. It makes sense. It's our fault as a populace,
well, the consumer, yeah,
or as a collector for thinking because they use the same scale.
Yeah,
that therefore the definition needs to be. There's no regulating body that governs any of this.
No, I'm not saying
so there's right. No, I know. So there shouldn't be any expectation.
What if the future of grading? What if the future of grading is AI?
I'm sure at some point these companies
take the human element out of it completely.
But isn't grading more consistent with like trading cards than it is with comics?
It can be.
Well, there's less to look at with a trading card.
I know, but
it depends.
Two surfaces, 4 edges, and that's it. I mean, there's nothing.
There's also companies. There's at least one company I know of. I can't remember which one it is, but that is using like computer. They'll take a scan and they're utilizing the computer scans of the cards to analyze it, and they're able to look at all the different surface deviations that occur from the printing of a card and tally those up and get different stuff. So, I mean, AI grading is definitely something that's going to come down the pipeline at some point, probably. But it's a question of whether or not they see. I think there's so much money involved in it from some aspect as to whether or not they see if a grading company sees it ends up hurting their business, they won't do it.
You're seeing a trend of people cracking a lot of slabs and taking them to raw. That's happening all over the place, by the way.
Okay.
There's a lot of people that are cracking slabs and going raw.
A couple of Dave Anderson, a couple of the card graders are doing AI. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it'll happen. There's a lot more to it with a comic book, but I mean, at least, this notion of seeing stuff where people take a book and you submit it and it's graded one thing and then you crack it and press it and it comes back 2 grades a different direction, or then you crack and submit it again and it comes back 2 more grades a different direction, and it's just
that's crazy.
How about you submit a newsstand and you get back a direct? That's
that's a not even a grading issue. That's solely a quality control issue.
Yeah.
Which
happens a lot.
Happens there's lots of quality control issues. Sometimes enough so that I've always thought to myself, it's humorous to believe CGC used to tell the tale that your book was viewed by 3 different people. It's what they used to claim, right?
It's probably handled by a ton of people.
Well, it used to be that it was graded. Like you had at least 2 different graders, and if they came to consensus, then it could go on. But if there was a deviation, it went to a 3rd grader who made a determination. That was the old
one grader.
Yeah, but that's what they used to say. They're
in Sarasota, by the way. I'm an hour away from them, so I could walk up to their doorstep at CGC.
And their QC has been a joke for a while, but they can't do any wrong. It doesn't matter what they do wrong and how much people have a conniption fit about it. Nobody picks up their business and goes elsewhere. Or the one time,
and that's the only way you can change things is if you vote with your dollars.
Right. And the one time that people attempted in any kind of numbers to really pick up their business and move, the competitor was unprepared and unable to handle it and fumbled the ball backwards back into the other somehow, because CBCS was handed on a silver plate during the pandemic the ability to take a portion of the business because of year-long lead times and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
They reacted by having their own lead time issues and then refusing to even answer emails of customers that came in, and all kinds of other issues that went on. So at least CGC would respond to an email in a few days, but CBCS you couldn't.
I had 6 books in that backlog because I had gone and had my 4 my Wolverine, when I had my Wolverine series, the first 4 I had it signed by Claremont, but I have now sold them. And then I had 1 and 4 also signed. And now I still just have Wolverine #1, and that is still for sale. It's not moving. But that's fine and dandy. It's still in my collection here. So, but I did pick up a few things if you want to take a gander.
Yeah, roll on.
No problem. Because if not, I got to get another Guinness. I'm out. So, talking about bats, I have.
Oh, nice. Nice 20 center.
That is nice.
I have that. Oops. I'll just throw it over there. Another. I didn't get that one.
What happened to the last one? When did you show that?
Because this is $3.92. I already have. No, this is another.
That's great. That's a beautiful color.
Yeah, that's awesome.
There you go.
And I love the sea monsters. So.
Sea monsters are fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luther and Joker, world's finest. I'm obsessed with Who's Who. So the DC directories.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then I have Superman in the House of Mystery.
Nice.
Very cool.
And then I have a ton of Bronze Age graded. Bronze Age, my jam.
Yes.
Bronze Age House of Mystery and.
Oh yeah.
So where? These look all clean. So where are you getting these from?
I got a few. I got a lot off the short box.
Thanks.
For a couple bucks, $5. I got some off of a friend on that I buy from on Instagram. Keys Are Us, little JJ.
Yeah.
Vanilla. So
they look beautiful.
Sometimes I get some from
nice clean bag does a lot too.
Yes,
look what a Mylite does.
Mylar magic going on. But,
oh yes, it is. It's Mylar magic, and I buy
a lot of nice color still to them, and they're not a lot of there's no real creases or obvious,
No, there's some of them that there's one of them that let's see. There was one of them that had a lot of issues, but and of
I
course
love the old DC horror. I love it.
One fell on the ground. No, you want this one?
Do I want that one? Yes. Just send it to me.
I want them all.
You want them all. I that's just I think it's pretty funny. It's what I got into the Bronze Age horror and started collecting a lot of them. They're campy. They're not really scary. They're fun. It reminds me of, I don't know, it reminds me of my dad and watching horror movies in the 70s, on a Saturday.
Dialing for dollars.
White ones. And you go to a con and you can pick them up for a couple bucks. Then all of a sudden, I went to a couple places and they were $50, $60, $70. And I'm like going,
Bronze Age horror blew up in the last 9 or 10 years.
Do that.
I was going to say last 2 years, I feel like.
Especially the DC Bronze Age horror. The Marvel you can still find usually cheaper. Mm-hmm. Especially some of the Marvel, like the Marvel reprints, like the monster books as opposed to the horror books, because a lot of those monster books are reprints. So, but they have great covers and stuff, and I get a lot of that stuff. But yeah, House of Secrets,
House of Mysteries,
House of Mysteries. Those two especially are really expensive. Ghost has been getting up there.
Yeah, especially the Bernie Wrightson covers. That the people want the Bernie Wrightson covers. Those are the ones that sell.
It's like, you guys, you're messing my jam because I still need to get get first Gregory Gargoyle and hit Bernie Wrightson's first work, and I'm just waiting for a decent price.
And I get double banged because not only have I been collecting that, but like with Unexpected, I also collect the first 100 issues, which is all the sci-fi stuff with Space Ranger and stuff.
Yeah.
And the Space Ranger stuff is started getting expensive too. And I'm all,
But even-
nobody knows who Space Ranger is. What are you people buying Space Ranger for? Leave that for me, God damn it.
Tell me about that. When House of Secrets, it was the same way. It's kind of sci-fi before, and then it transitions into the horror. And I had posted it was still kind of sci-fi with Merlin the Magician for the ABCs, and I'm like going, these books are blowing up. I can't believe the prices on these books.
You find something, you're like, you find your little niche and like, I want to collect this. Nobody's really collecting it. It's nice and affordable. I can get into this. And then for some dumb reason, it's like, oh, everybody else finds it. And it's like,
this is my hell with my Monday mail call, is that like, especially like when I'm working on like right now where I'm working on a high-end run of Eternals, because Eternal super cheap.
Yeah.
That movie killed it. They're tanking it. I'm picking up all 9.4, 9.6 graded copies, and I'm paying less than $100 for these things, right? Something $50 for 9.4s and like $65, roughly $70 for 9.6 on some of these things. And then all of a sudden it's like you start talking to it, and now it's like other people start, oh, hey, that's cool. I'll get on that run. And next thing you know, you're competing against people that you weren't even competing against for. And it's like, I'm not saying that I'm a flipping influencer and got that many people watching me.
You are, Rob.
But
so, Rob,
some people do their own, and the people watch them, or whatever happens. I don't know. But it's definitely not just because of me. But
no, it's completely
I'll pretend it is. To feed my own ego.
Because I'm still looking at Green Lantern Volume 2, because I don't have all the keys in that, and I don't have all the books. I mean, I still need Sinestro. I think the earliest book I have is issue 3. I don't have a 1. I don't have a 2. No. But it's like nobody wanted Green Lantern. Now everybody wants Green Lantern. It's like, people, come on. Why?
Yeah, I'm really afraid because I've already started to announce that I was kind of interested in starting picking up some of the early Aquaman stuff in the Silver Age because nobody, but it's like already I'm starting to see like, oh no.
Yeah, Aquaman covers are fantastic too. It's just
And people are going, oh yeah, Nick Cardy did. Those are all great. Everyone's talking about it.
And I love Nick Cardy art, and I think it's because it's blowing up from the Nick Carney, Bernie Wrightson, Louis Domingo from the Bronze Age horror, and they're finding it in other genres of books, and they're just like, oh no, I want this. It's like, okay, people, you need to piss me off. Just calm your butts down. And then it's like all of a sudden, okay, they're talking, I have, obviously you guys know by now, I'm just the DC girl.
I didn't know that.
I just have a couple Marvels left. I really don't have much Marvels left anymore. They talk about movies. So you guys know in the Marvel world, the movie talks and BS walks as far as the prices go up and, hawk this, hawk that. And it's like, keep the chatter down, keep everything cool until we really know. So my prices don't explode on me. I don't need to, all of a sudden, because if not, I'll just play the waiting game because they will come back down. They're not going to stay up, because of a movie forever. Just like Justice was talking about his Highlander book. It's an RRP. If it's an RRP, it's probably one per comic book store if they, opted into it. So yeah, they're probably hard to find and stuff, but how long is the market going to keep that up because of a movie? It's not going to be indefinite. So unless you're a buyer and seller, that's why you're into the industry, or that's why you're into comics, or that's how you're feeding your passion by buying and selling other books to get what you really want. It has to be, kind of at that right window and that right moment in time, or else, a day too soon, a day too late, boo, you may not get what you want for it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's why I always talk about when I'm collecting. I talk about how I collect to people. I always sit there and say, look, I keep a list. I don't do channel goals. Or these are the 5 books I'm targeting this year, because you become focused on that stuff and you'll make bad buying decisions. I always make, in addition to regular runs, multiple sets of runs that I'm looking for, just so I can always have something. Oh, what's cheap today where I'm at?
Yeah.
But same thing with keys. I keep a list of 20 to 25 keys that I'm interested in, where I've determined where that nexus of value is, what grade and price range am I comfortable in, and I'll peruse and look and stuff, and I wait for I get the book that comes to me, as opposed to me trying to go get a book. Yeah. That way, because things are always up and down the market flow, ebbs and flows, and you may never be in sync with it. But if you just sit there and wait, maybe it's a year or two before you get a particular book. Maybe you just put the book on the list and it comes right to you. But you're always going to get a value at the range that you're comfortable paying. If you don't become hyper focused on one particular book or one particular run
or one particular grade.
Yeah.
Because you can always start a book. Okay, I have the opportunity to get this key that I really, really want. It's not the grade that I want, but it's an entry-level book. You have it, it's in your PC, and you can always use that as leverage if you want it, if you're at a con or somewhere else with money, to be able to increase, to get a better graded book.
With a bigger book, I might, but I mean, for me, when if I'm looking at a book that I'm targeting a 5.0 or something, if all that's coming right now is a 3, I'm probably not going to pick it up.
Yeah.
And that's just because I've already determined that the value range, like, it's only a little bit more to get a 5.0 than a 3. Yeah. So I'd rather wait for that book, and instead that book's not here for me. So what else on my list is available for me? Oh, this book is great. I'll get that in the grade I wanted, rather than settle for something lower just as a space holder.
Well, that's, it all depends on people and what they do.
Yeah. I mean, hey, yeah, my ASM one, sure. And I've done it with many of my sub 100 ASMs. When the opportunity comes, if there's a right price, that one's gone, I'll absolutely punt it and upgrade, take a nice upgrade. But other books, no, I'm good.
It all depends on the book too.
Yeah. What it means and how important is that book to you, right?
Yeah.
I'll probably never worry about upgrading my Justice League. The 3.0 is just fine.
I would take that.
It's pretty good, that book.
I probably couldn't
But my 0.5 ASM, I wouldn't mind an upgrade from a 0.5, but only if it presents better.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen books that are low grades that colors still pop. It looks good,
Why is it that great? And that's the thing. When you're talking about anything sub 4, the difference in, they can present, the grades are not equal by any stretch of the imagination.
No.
Sub 4, there's can be a wide difference, and it all depends on what's wrong with it. ASM 1, no back cover.
Yeah.
Doesn't affect, can you tell?
No, unless you're going to put the other side.
I guess it's just fine then, but obviously, if it was missing a front cover, or I've seen some other 0.5s where it's missing half the front cover.
I've seen those.
That's just something I can't deal with, right? Or
no, I want the full cover. I don't have the rest of the book.
I'm a big on complete. Like I don't mind. I don't have any purple, but I wouldn't necessarily mind like color touch or something like restoration on a book.
So complete as no coupons cut out.
No coupons cut out. No missing pages. Now, like if there's a chunk out of the cover, like the corners out of the cover, okay, that's fine. But all the pages have to be there. Like no cutouts, nothing like that. I want a complete book. That's my one and only like. It could be detached staples. It could be, whatever.
To me, if it's graded in the covers, it's a low grade, but the cover looks good and presents well, but there's interior damage, but it's all complete. I'm not going to mind that. It's in a slab. I can't read it anyways. Yeah. So what does it presents well on the wall.
Yeah. Like my journey.
I saw one the other day and I'm like going, do I? And I said, no, just not the time.
My Journey into Mystery is a 1.0 because it's got a spine split, almost like.
I I love a spine split on a good old book, expensive book.
Yeah, and but it presents well, and all the pages are there. I'm perfectly happy.
How about
spine
date
slip
stamps?
equal money saver?
Yeah.
How about date stamps? I know people.
I love date stamps. Give me a date stamp.
I know people that will collect books with date stamps.
I don't.
Date stamps don't bug me. Subscription creases don't bug me. Those are money savers, right? And they're part of the history of those books because shops did stamp them, or books were subscribed to and were sent in the mail. Those are no problem.
Like a pinch stamp. I was like, that was the reason I pulled the trigger on this.
Could you just send me that book? Just send me.
No, I'm not sending you that book.
Ladies first.
See, that's a pin stamp.
Why is it lady first?
Because age before
you have one
beauty
with
then,
the-
because
like
I'm
with
probably
It's 9 pence.
Oh, you actually have the pen.
you have a pen one.
So it's a pence variant.
Stop right now.
Very cool.
Took it off the friggin' wall.
Very cool. I don't have any of those.
He took it off the wall.
Yeah, they can come off the wall.
You can see all the tape residue from where this book was. The cover used to be taped together until they lost the back cover, or it disintegrated. Or they disintegrated. We'll try to remove the tape, but it's a UK pricing variant. So
this one's on the back, but I love a date stamp. A date stamp is.
Which the funny thing about this book, if you think about really, the reality of the situation is because these were printed in the U.S. and then sent over to the UK, and they were released at the same time as they were here in the U.S. These were technically first off the press.
Yeah.
Well, I think if with books, you have the first printing first issue. So would it be the same thing that's first printing first issue compared to?
Yeah. The U.S. ones are also first printing first issue.
It's
just if you wanted to sit there and go, which ones were printed first? The UK ones were likely printed first because they were smaller batch. Print them, they had to package them, they had to ship them internationally to get them there. So that way, then they print the U.S. run and then distribute. So that way they could be released at the same time to the news racks.
Okay.
Because you didn't have regional distribution then. But yeah, good stuff. Anyways, my wife got home from work, so I think I'm going to go see what she's up to and probably have her tell me, what do you want for dinner?
Bail myself here, Tony.
I'm going to be going too because I got shit.
You see, look at this, just train wreck right off the tracks.
I'm still doing laundry.
Tony, see ya.
All right, JP, thank you for being here, and I love you.
Well, yeah.
Rob, I still owe you some Charisse. You want it mild. You don't want it spicy. But Batmite. Is that Batmite?
Mm-hmm. Doreen.
Doreen, thank you for being here. This is the first time I've met you and seen you. So thank you very much.
Oh, you said Charisse? Chorizo?
No, not chorizo. No, chorizo is different. It's Charisse.
It's Portuguese sausage.
Yes, linguiça, chorizo. Yeah. That's what I wanted to make sure.
So I gotta send some. I gotta send it to Rob because so I told him I would send it to him. I haven't done it yet. I need to send it to him.
Yeah, we just my mom just ordered, I think, 12 loaves of massa salada. So Portuguese sweetbread.
Oh, masa.
I'm Portuguese, so.
Oh, me too. How you doing?
Yeah, my mom's Azorean. Her my
where?
the island of Teixeira.
Where?
The island of Teixeira in the Azores.
Oh, I'm saying Michael's.
Okay, my grandfather came from Rabaninha and my grandmother came from Altage.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Fist bump. There you go.
Well,
there you go.
This half this town seems like they're from the Azores.
Most of the Portuguese in California are from the Azores.
Yeah. There's a big population here in Santa Clara.
Yep, there's a big popular here in Artesia. My mom is going down to Cabrillo Club celebration down in San Diego this weekend. My cousin's picking her up so she can go visit her son and eat crab legs.
Nice.
So is everybody
on the way? She's going to get masa cebada. Yeah.
So everybody in the Azores just moved to California?
Well, my both sets of grandparents came. They immigrated through Lowell, Massachusetts, and then moved west.
Okay.
So, and then they all work, save money, and sent for relatives.
Yeah, that's how it is. That's how we always do it.
Yeah.
Well, Tony, Saturday, don't forget to tune in to Only Slabs, man. We got the Comics Queen this weekend.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So showing that once again there are more than one woman collecting comics.
There you go.
Yes, we need more females.
That's right. I've been trying. So Doreen, if
Yeah.
you've got that, you sounds like you had that minimum quantity. Anytime you want to be on, let me know. We're
Okay.
booking for April now, so it's spring. So we can. So if nothing else, if we don't talk ahead of time, we'll talk at WonderCon.
You got it. You got it. And I'll go in my storage unit and figure out how many slabs I really have because I only have like a couple more.
That's the pressure. When I was on the show, and it's the pressure of getting slabs and stuff like that.
I'll just bring I have a slab box. I'll just bring
You just have to have at least 20.
Yeah. I think I have 30.
There are people who don't, but yeah, see, 30 is 50% more. There you go.
So if you're looking for guests, Rob, I'd love to be on sometime.
Just ping me right down here on Instagram. Pitch me up. I'm booking, like I said, April and beyond right now. I usually book about 2 to 3 months out. So January's almost done. It's time for me to start booking April.
Yeah, I'm not saying it was a very good time. But I felt very pressured. And
that's you. That's on you. That's your own. You're bringing the pressure because it's not on us. We have everything from. We do have collectors that bring on amazing grails. At the same time, we have collectors who bring on very niche collections. We had the one guy who did nothing but Spider-Man 1. He had like 30 different variants of Spider-Man 1. And
I missed that one.
Yeah, and we,
eclectic.
I'm working to get one of the club members on who collects pretty much nothing but Carnage books. And it's like, because those are fun to mix up with everything, because it's not about, as much as some people do come to watch to see the books, it's about the collector. And it's a collector showcase to get to know the collectors through their collection and getting yeah, Daymares was great. Actually, Daymares, I'd love to have you on again, man.
Go on, Adam, go on.
Yeah, I need to get back. My plan is hopefully this summer is to start going back through. I like to let people simmer who've been on before and then just come back to them like a year later.
Do you have any?
Yeah, and especially people like Daymares who have bigger collections that, for them showing 20 slabs, it's like there are 24 slabs. They're like, oh, okay, well, that's hard to figure out which ones to show. So it's like
they'll have another 20 to be able to showcase.
Hey, if you want me to show the same slabs I had before,
no, Tony, you're good. Thanks.
Yeah, feel the love, Tony.
Oh yeah, always still feel the love.
Feel the love.
All right, Rob, I'm messaging you right now so I don't forget, because I'm more than
perfect.
Forget.
That's generally the way to do it. Yeah.
Do it now. And I'll be like, oh, I never mentioned Rob, and then I'll be like,
you're gonna stand up from the chair.
Rob.
My thing is always like, oh, I gotta go do something. Oh, hey guys, by the way, this, and it starts to what the hell was I gonna do?
Yeah, that's what happens when we all get old.
I have so many lists, papers with just notes on it, just to remind myself later. It's like,
all right,
that reminds me, I do need to go do that.
Okay, I gotta get going. I love you all. Hey,
Bye.
Thank you very much for being on.
Thank you for allowing me.
Thank you very much.
Hang on for 1 minute after you end the stream, Tony, and we'll go through these books that you want.
Okay.
And Smoke Bomb.